balls. That sounds so
Oh
bad.
no. Yeah, it does.
That's horrible. Why would I say something like that?
Why would you do this?
Everybody grab your balls. Your cheese balls. That's
Hey, you're live.
Hey, what?
You're live.
Oh! Hey guys, I didn't see you there. I'm Comic Auzi, and welcome to the Ask Me Anything with Comic Auzi. Hello, everyone. It's good to see
Wow, you
anyone,
sound really
anywhere.
clean.
What?
You sound really clean.
I sound clean? Oh, well, thank you.
Through the stream, yeah. I was like listening to you in double, and you're like the second one said.
Nathan in
So nice.
stereo.
Well, in comparison to Discord. Hold on, I want to listen to myself.
I just realized.
Ding dong, your opinion is wrong.
Is my opinion wrong? Am I really of the wrong opinion?
That sounds good. Your mic sounds so much nicer than mine, but it's just Discord compressing me slightly.
Ah, yeah, Discord will do you. You sound nice in my ear holes, though. Howdy, Bella Pink Savage.
Someone's here.
Someone's here. Well, you're here, and you're my sister, and you mean something, so don't count yourself out. That's my sister, Mary, of the Flaming Snow Productions. Abadaboo. Hello, I am a person. You are a person
Greetings,
too.
person.
Yes. We're gonna be
I'm here to read.
We're gonna be streaming for a couple hours to just ask me anything. And Mary's here to read off all the questions.
Yeah, I'm here to read the live stream chat, thank you.
Yep. And otherwise, we'll go for a couple hours, or finish the game, whichever one comes last. Or wait, no.
Oh, you're doing this along to Cuphead. That ought to make it entertaining. I don't know what I thought you were doing.
I mean, you know, I feel like I want to keep my hands busy.
Well, yeah.
And of course, what's a live stream without something to look at?
Good point.
Here's my boy. Let's make a new thing of this. It is now time for the ceremonial dipping of the straw. Goodbye, straw. You're too hard to drink with.
Yeah, that's a mess.
And otherwise, everybody grab yourself a drink and a snack of some kind, and we'll go ahead and get everything started here. I'm basically just waiting for you guys to say anything. Ask me. Ask away. Ask anything. The video game, it doesn't matter. I want you here to ask me literally anything. This is what we're here for.
Are you just gonna not play until they actually start asking things?
I mean, will I? Will I wait? I don't know.
Wait for your first question.
Wait for my first question. That's a good idea.
Oh, you go through your mind. Extreme entertaining.
So is Cuphead the best thing ever? It entirely is.
I think you ought to get used to me reading the questions for you.
Sorry.
I'll try to keep up.
Yeah, I mean, I love this game. It is my quintessential video game. If somebody asked me what I thought a video game is, this is what I tell them. It'd be like getting to play a boss and collecting coins and shooting everything. Like, I was playing A Hat in Time a little while ago, and I just did the bird boss for fun, but I have to go through that stupid stealth level every time, and that's no fun. I just want to fight the boss, because that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do.
Note, they did not ask you if Cuphead was the best game ever. They are asking if it is the best thing ever.
Oh, that is also true.
That's very general.
There's music. There's a show coming out that looks amazing.
That's right,
The merchandise. Yeah. The merchandise is amazing.
Merchandise. You can vouch for that.
I got a whole array of little... I'm gonna bring them all up. Here's my brother Mugman. And here's Cuphead. Capinelio Briny Beard. And from my sister, Sally Stageplay.
And of course your shirts and your Cuphead cup.
And of course Sally comes with a little rat. Little toy rat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Adorable.
Well, that was technically a first question, so I'll go ahead and start going.
Yeah, start playing the game, make it entertaining.
Here's a real
Maybe that's a good idea.
It's on.
I suppose it is. Everybody knows how I like to multitask, or maybe they don't. Maybe they should ask me, do I like to multitask? Sometimes.
Ask some questions, you guys.
Theoretically. Oh. Ow. Hey, if they don't have any questions, why don't you fill in the gaps, fill in the blanks?
Yeah. We just be generally entertaining. Are you asking me to entertain?
Well, ask me anything. You probably know most about me than anyone else does, but
Yeah, probably ask her
I
questions that
think the
people
well is
would
a
want
little
to know.
dry right now.
Bella Pink Savage asks, so Comic, what made you want to voice act?
Oh man. You know, that is actually a good question. I think it's just, you know, I always grew up with cartoons, and so cartoons are the things that I consumed a lot, and I thought, that's so much fun. I wanna be a part of that in some way, shape, or form. And over time, I picked up on a lot of things, like animating and creating music and writing a script. Voice acting just became part of the thing.
Busy Dizzy asks, what's up?
What's up, Buttercup? What's up? A toast to the sky. The sky is always up, and thank God for that.
Hello Fizzy, thank you for joining us.
Yes, it's nice to hear from you, Fizzy Dizzy.
Good day for us.
What did you do?
You're up.
If someone says the sky is up, I'm gonna throw something. I literally just did.
Oh
Ow.
gosh, dang it. Why?
Because God put a roof over our heads, and I'm thankful for it. Damn it.
Then say there's a roof. The roof is up. Raise the roof.
The atmosphere is the roof. The sky is the roof.
You're both doing homework while listening.
That's amazing. Did you guys plan that, or did it just happen to be the case?
Spent the last hour feeling kinda down and I don't know why. Hopefully this will cheer me up.
Oh. Well, don't you worry. I'm here to entertain. Just ask away. I'll maybe we should turn it into a make me say anything. If you ask me a question, I'll say something in response. It doesn't even
Tell
have
him
to be
to
a question about
sing a
me.
song.
That's the thing. It's like, it's AMA. It really doesn't mean ask me about myself. It doesn't have to be the narcissism stream.
Fizzy, we will make you laugh.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Bella Pink Savage says, "Hey Comic, do you remember this?"
And
I think
in
I think they're gonna continue.
I certainly hope so, because do you remember this? Ominous silence. Ominous
Crickets.
silence. Wow.
Oh gosh, dang it. Mothball. He protect, he attack, but most importantly, he has a heart to love back.
I do remember that, and I still love it. I still love it.
Y'all are making mothball memes?
They're making mothball memes. Oi, Princey boy.
The goons are up tonight. You're up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're in. Chocolate is his favorite snack.
Eat ghost. It tastes like cherry.
Mothball memes for days. Dizzy Dizzy says, now I want chocolate. I don't blame you.
Grab a snack, grab a drink. We're gonna be here for a while. Pull up a chair, sit down. Tie your napkin around your neck, monsieur, and we'll provide the rest.
Autistic writer just had fudge cake. You're making everybody hungry.
Good thing I have a snack.
I'll make cookies later. Says Pink Savage. There's no chocolate in your home.
The real challenge with doing what I'm doing here is that I had to get the pacifist run on all the running guns before actually being able to play all this in black and white.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Do you like the group?
Who invented that? I know we invented. I feel like one of us got that out of a video or something, and we just started saying it while we played Blaze Rush on the Switch.
That's because of the stupid
Because of the goop
sticky
power.
goop.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, where did that come from?
And he
Was
isn't
that-
even, well, actually, no, his name is Goopy, but he's a slimy. Dadgummit, I'm gonna die. That was a bad move. I'm gonna... Should have changed my weapons.
Y'all let us start asking questions.
Yes, this is an AMA. Ask away. I don't even need to know the answer to the question. You can ask me something like, who was Hitler's birth parents or something. I don't know. That's a random question.
Incredibly.
You know that's a loaded question.
That is,
This
my
match will
goodness.
get red hot. You're up.
Bella Pink Savage asks, what is the meaning of life?
If you have not watched Pixar's Soul, then I don't think you'll ever figure it out. No, no.
Oh my
The
goodness,
meaning of
y'all
life
need
is
to watch it, it's so good.
The meaning of life is 42. everybody knows this. This is grade school.
Busy's trying to answer the question themselves, but it's like,
I think.
yeah, I don't know.
I think if there was ever a meaning to life that anyone could glean from anywhere, it would have to be you gotta make the most out of it and be kind. You only got one shot at this, so make the best of it. The best you're gonna be able to do is to make it pleasant for everybody else. So be kind.
Bella says she'll settle for that. Busy says, Soul felt kinda open-ended to me, so it doesn't answer the question.
It's not supposed to. I think like the whole movie goes out of its way to be like, that's the point. Your experience doesn't relate specifically to these people, so it ultimately doesn't matter. Like, Dorothea Williams, I literally just watched the clip again, and her story was great. There was this story about this fish, and he was like, he talked to this older fish, and he said, I'm looking for the ocean. And he says, the ocean? You're in it. And the younger fish is like, oh, this is just water. What I want is the ocean. And it's like, that is so pertinent and poignant. Just like it makes a lot of sense to his story. It's like he wanted to be a professional jazz player, but you don't necessarily do that because it's a dream. You achieve a dream because you like doing something, and wouldn't it be great if you could get paid to do it? At least that's my perspective on it. It's like, I don't want to make cartoons just because cartoons are nice to make, but I also need money to live in this world. There's an economically driven world, and that's been that way since the beginning of time. So it's like, for all intents and purposes, if you love doing something, you should try your damnedest to make a living at it if you can. If you can follow your dreams and you can actually achieve your goals, I applaud that. Like, go for it. It's not gonna be a big thing of one awesome moment. It's going to be, you have to work your way toward it, you know? You're like, you have to work through it. There's no like happily ever after. It's all work. It's you gotta do. Like, you can't just be idle. Life would be boring if you just remain idle.
Artistic Writer asks, in terms of design, who was the first Pokemon? I think they're just trying to give you trivia at this point.
Now you're just messing with me. No, honestly, I think if I were to take it from a public standpoint, you probably saw Charizard and just thought he was a generic dragon, so the real Pokemon that everybody actually knows is Pikachu. Like, if there is a Pokemon that really is like the standout, here's the face of the franchise, it always has been and will continue to be Pikachu. It doesn't matter how cute any of the other ones are, unless you are an avid Pokemon fan, those aren't going to be your answers to the Pokemon question. Everybody who went to Detective Pikachu who wasn't a Pokemon fan either went to it because of the animation or because they were, someone who knew, hey, Pikachu, that's a Pokemon. I can't see which of the stars are pigs, so I'm just gonna play it safe and not do that.
Here's the answer from Autistic Writer. The first Pokemon ever designed was Rhydon.
Okay, which one was Rhydon? I don't remember all of them.
I will Discord you.
Don't Discord me, I'm playing Cuphead.
You don't have 2 monitors?
I don't have the... I mean, but if I click on the other thing, the game's gonna freeze and everybody's gonna see that. And it's like, I don't want to cut that off for them. Rhydon with the horn evolves into Rhino. I mean, I was going based on the name that it would have been some kind of rhino-themed Pokemon, but like, just don't...
I'm gonna, like...
Don't think I've seen it.
Shoddily describe it to you.
This'll be funny.
Oh gosh, actually this is hard. I would, first thing, I would call it like a short, stout, and gray Charizard.
Are you sure about that?
It's got like, I am quite sure. The arms are definitely thicker, it's got thick shoulders or whatever those are. And it's got I'm gonna say a rounder head with a few spikes, but the main horn on the front is shaped like deliberately shaped like a drill.
Oh! That makes way too much sense. Pokemon aren't just animals, they're also, Tim Allen's toolbox.
Really?
Ah, yes! Nailed it! It's so hard to see the difference in grayscale because they don't actually make it appreciably different in the values most of the time.
Wait, how do you spot variables?
Very, very carefully.
They're not like a popping pink, it's just like you gotta figure it out yourself.
It's in black and white! What am I supposed to do when it's in black and white?
This seems like a pretty important gameplay element.
Yeah! So wait, I could have parried that other one a little while ago. Damn it. Rhinohorn is like, yeah, I mean it sounds like rhinoceros, so of course that would be what it is.
You just mixed the names of 2 evolutions there.
Rhinohorn? Is that what I...
Rhydon and Rhyhorn.
I did
Creative
Rhinorn.
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 There's not even an N in there.
I know, but I'm a dingus, okay? Let me be a dingus. I'll make myself
Give us some
look like an
questions,
idiot.
y'all. Give us questions. Give us trivia questions and questions about comics.
Don't encourage the trivia questions. I don't
Okay,
need
not
any
the
more
trivia
of that.
questions. Ask things about comic. What do you want to know? Ask him literally anything.
I think we're gonna have. I think there is a caveat to the AMA style of doing things. You failed and perished 119 times. I imagine part of that was trying to get P rank on the pacifists on the running guns before doing this, or at least enough of it had to have been.
Is this a relatively new file?
Relatively new. I erased it specifically and made it specifically so that I would be playing this in grayscale.
Okay. Bella Pink Savage asks, why are you so awesome?
Why am I so awesome? That's a matter of perspective. I think the better question is, why the hell do you think I'm awesome? Because that's a very subjective question. I can tell you the reasons I think I'm awesome, which would basically be welcome to the Comic Auzi Narcissism Hour, but I think I'm awesome because I do have the capacity and have made an effort to do a lot of the things that I talk about wanting to do. I literally have all the skills at my fingertips to create a cartoon myself. Music, sound effects, and all of that. I not only have the capacity, but I have done so. I have created cartoons. So, I feel like that's probably what I would consider the reasons I consider myself awesome.
You just opened my eyes all of a sudden, real big, with just the statement of well, why do you think I'm awesome? That's an amazing answer.
Forgive me for answering your question with a
Do
question.
you want
but
me to
there's-
tell you why I'm awesome?
Because I can. I have answers to that question, but it's
Yeah.
it's very
Because I have the
self-serving.
tools and privilege to create these things.
Welcome to the great big wacky world we live in. What? What? Baseball? What?
Baseball
No!
what?
It
What
was a
base-
baseball and I couldn't see it because the game's in black and white.
Oh no.
Oh man, I thought variables were gonna be my only problem. I can't even
Dang.
see the dogs. I can see the horseshoe, but I can't tell which dogs are variable or not. It's cruel.
Yeah, black and white is hard.
Wasted. Why don't you just shut up there? I wonder if there's a way by... I wish they had enough of a difference in the color of the inside of the mouth for me to tell the difference. Too bad their eyes aren't slightly glazed over pink, because that would be enough of a clue for me to figure out, oh, that one's eyes aren't as white as the other ones. You know?
Yeah, they're very deliberate with their designs.
Wait, no, I think that was it! Oh, wow! Whoa! I was gonna get that entirely wrong! I was going for the lighter one! I would have really banged myself up if I'd hit that one. Holy crap! Wow!
Bella Pink Savage says, describe yourself in one word.
Describe myself in one word. Okay, goofy.
I'd say so.
I'd have to cheat and actually give you 2 words to properly answer. I'm a goofy goober!
Rock.
Da 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 da. Finally did that. Zadam.
For those of you who don't frickin', here's the thing about me. Sometimes I get into the sort of attitude of yeah. See, rock. I get into the looking at comics sometimes. Just the way he does everything. I become in shows about superheroes, I become that one sleuthy character who's trying to figure out I'm going to prove that he's actually just a living cartoon. You will all see.
Aw,
I will
man.
show the truth.
Candy Carnation was a B. I thought I was going for an A. I guess it didn't hurt my GPA. I still got a few more bosses to go.
Fizzy says, put a hyphen in Goofy Goober and it's technically one word.
Well, in that case, you might as well say the same thing of Spider-Man and Batman, and, well, Superman is one word, so, without the hyphen, so, what are you gonna do?
Oh gosh. Autistic Writer says, Comic's gonna pull a Judge Doom.
When I killed your brother, I talked just like this!
Don't do the scream. That's too loud.
Sorry. I hope it didn't hurt your ears.
I'm hearing you through Discord. That's more compressed than the stream and it does not sound pleasant. The truth shall be revealed. I will prove it.
You are free to try, but you will not prove anything.
It was amazing. We were walking to our brother was doing I think it was a performance our brother was doing at a school, and we were trying to find our way to the entrance when Comic runs up to a glass door, does a sort of like freaking Looney Tunes almost falling over but just slipping on his shoes on a metal grate in front of the door,
I remember exactly
and then
what you're
just
talking about.
and then just runs back over to us, and it was the funniest thing, and I was like, he's a toon, I swear. This is solid proof. If only I'd gotten like video evidence of that, it was the funniest thing ever.
I was wearing sandals, and I think there was literally ice on the ground.
It was really funny.
I think there was literally what? No! What? I had to have cheated. That's not possible. That did not end that quickly. Never.
Oops.
Oops, indeed. Oops, all success.
Gosh. I have many anecdotes about this man. Actually, no. Now that I said that, I can't think of any on top of it, so don't ask.
I'm gonna wait for you to read that one for me, just
yes. Autistic Writer says, why did Comic wear sandals with ice on the ground?
Because I come from California and I don't like tying shoes. So, there you go. You guys are getting some really good insight into me now.
He doesn't like cold weather in general. He is a short sleeve man.
Look at me. I'm wearing short sleeves and the air conditioner's on, and it's still dead of winter.
While I am very much a cold weather fan.
Wait, I think he's... Now that, I believe.
Fizzy says, mood. Funny, I've been to California about 3 times. That was Autistic Writer.
Awesome. Okay, let's try not to bean ourselves with a friggin' stone-faced motherfucker. Ow!
Bella says, preach. I mean, I still wear t-shirts during winter.
Amen. Just put on a jacket. That's what they're for.
Fizzy has a lot of family down in California, and it's pretty boring.
No, I mean, I guess California's just my thing.
It's a matter of opinion. Sounds more like a you problem.
Even though it's just the 4th.
Fizzy Dizzy says, I'm wearing a tank top that says, Je ne comprends pas. Do you know what that means?
I ain't got the foggy.
I mean, if you would tell us, Fizzy. Autistic Writer is getting Bart's Nightmare vibes from this. Is it the boss or what we're talking about? I'm just gonna go to Google Images real quick.
You know, I'm
see if I can
thinking
tell what the heck they're gleaning out of this. Oh.
Wait.
The tank top means I don't understand in French. And yeah, Autistic is talking about the boss fight. Is it the puppet?
Oh, it might have been related to the puppet. Yeah. Because
sure
I've seen a little bit of Bart's Nightmare, and am I just doomed Am I just doomed here? This looks like abysmal failure left and right.
Now go.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, how's that black and white treating you?
not very good.
No.
That, no, I don't
Especially
think
difficult with the gemstones.
so. I'm
A great
starting over.
You're up.
Oh! Autistic Writer says one of the levels in Bart's Nightmare is where Bart flies an airplane like Cuphead.
Actually, I believe that was the level was Bart was Super Bart or Bartman, the superhero XP, and he was just flying around with a cape.
Is this a game?
Bart's Nightmare was like an NES title or like a Super
Oh, huh.
NES title, something like that.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh. Kill it, move. Kill it, move. Oh, finally. Like, why do I get beamed twice last time to the stupid bamboo poles? Let's, eat! Bullet! Nice try, spaceman. Ooh, Cuphead needs to do a spaceman boss.
Look at that.
They still got DLC, there's still time. Do a spaceman boss.
That would be fun. Was there ever any, like, space-related cartoons?
Yeah,
I mean...
well, okay, first off, yes, there were space-related cartoons. Like, I can definitely say for certain that space-related cartoons are a thing, both pre- and post-Space Race.
Like what, though? Okay, well, there was, Marvin the Martian. At least around that range. Atomic Betty? Duck Dodgers? I don't know who Atomic Betty is. I'm looking at it.
Atomic Betty and Duck Dodgers are more modern examples of space
I'm
cartoons.
looking for 30s cartoons. But I'm looking up Atomic Betty because I've never heard of that.
It's got an interesting aesthetic, I'll say that. I've never actually
Have you
watched
seen
it.
it?
I've
You
never
know what
actually
I'm
watched.
talking- you know
No,
what they're talking
no,
about?
I've only ever seen like images of the character.
Oh, huh. Dang.
And I think
I see.
I'd probably get a kick out of it. It looks
That
interesting.
is... I'm trying to think of what the style is reminding me of, but it seems... It's fairly unique.
Rob the Robot? Rob the Robot isn't a cartoon. That's a character from a sci-fi novel, isn't it? Or a
What's
movie?
his name? Shoot, what's his name?
But it was an old movie, yeah. It was an old movie, like back in like the black and white era, I think. So that would line up, sort of.
Autistic Writer asks, well, what's your definition of space cartoons? I can't tell if he's asking me or you.
Okay, well, my definition of space cartoons, well, we'll ask you, Mayor, in a moment, but for me, my definition of space cartoons would have to be, it just literally needs to take place in space. It doesn't matter if there's humans in it, it just needs outer space as its kind of motif. What qualifies for space cartoons for you?
Here's a real high-class bout.
I'm not sure, but I just thought of an obscure-ish character
Yeah.
who cameoed in OKKO. He is a robot, and he's in a sort of style that was like, Schoolhouse Rock, almost. It's like a...
You remember the name?
What is he called? I gotta know. It's bugging me now. But it kinda...
Just like that tattoos quote, like I keep mentioning. Let's all get tattoos on our. Let's all go out and get tattoos, but only on our arms, so we can cover them with sleeves if we need office jobs. Does anybody know where that quote is from? I know you're supposed to be asking me the questions, but I feel like. Oh, the Jetsons! The Jetsons. That's a great example. That is totally a space cartoon. It takes place on Earth, but it is so spacey.
Found it. I'm thinking of Robot Jones.
Oh, Robot Jones! Oh, that's adorable! I love Robot Jones!
Okay, so you know about this. I didn't know
Ah,
about
he was an old
OKKO.
Cartoon Network show! Short-lived!
Dang.
Oh, man! Yeah, that's Cartoon Network digging into their history for that one. That's awesome!
Cowboy
Wow.
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop! I know so little about Cowboy Bebop, but I don't know if it would qualify for me as a space cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know either.
If there's a lot of space travel, like in Star Wars, then maybe I'd have to give that a pass, but I don't know. I'm not terribly fickle with what
Yeah, and I'm thinking of the aesthetic that Cuphead is deliberately in. So I can't think
Well,
of
you have sci-fi, cause you do have like the Metal Man, where they depict robots in old cartoons, so that gets pretty close, honestly.
Good point.
Might be the closest you can find.
Well, yeah, from a cartoon standpoint, yes, absolutely. From a level building standpoint, they would definitely take inspiration from some other older video games.
I mean, if you want an example of Cuphead doing a space thing, I'll actually show you right now just for shits and giggles, because it's actually right over here. Part of this fun house in this first section is themed to outer space. You see that little Martian robot? The cars are actually rocket ships, if you see their fins. And this is a space duck, if you couldn't tell. It's a space duck. See, the cars are rocket ships, so, and the little birdies and the little ducks have antennae, so and fins. So I think they're both rocket ships and Martians at the same time. Flying saucer ducks, that's what it is. I think.
Well, we found this sort of train of thought. Anybody got any more questions?
Yeah, we kind of got ourselves in a brain pattern.
Kind of going off the rails on a crazy train here.
Oh, wait, hang on. I meant to go to the mausoleum.
Yeah, that thing.
It's so funny to do these in black and white because you don't need to see what's parryable, but it is like these things are so stupid easy.
Yeah. Y'all got questions? Ask them. Ask Comic anything. Ask me anything.
Not your turn. You have your own YouTube channel, now lie in it.
Yaoi Piglet is here. Thank you for joining us. They asked, have you seen the link thing I talked about last time?
I saw the link thing and I tried contacting you about it, but like, I tried getting you on your channel's like, section and I didn't receive it. I tried following the link and the comment is like invisible for some unknown reason, and like I can't find the link. I even tried typing the link in the search bar and nothing. Victory! I couldn't find it. It's so weird.
Ooh. Thanks for joining us, Yaoi.
Yes, thank you very much. If I want to double my challenge, I'll play the DLC in black and white mode only. But then I wouldn't know what's parryable, which wouldn't be fair to myself. It's like, I gotta learn things.
Yeah. Feel free to ask whatever questions to Comic. Ask him literally anything.
Well, there's a question right there. Oh, right, you wouldn't read it. Has anyone had a shitty week?
Here goes.
I've had a boring week, but it has not been utterly terrible. So I can definitely say no on my end of things, and I hope that's true for everybody else. I am not liking what I'm doing here. This is a disaster in the making.
Actually, that looks like a dragon.
They both begin with the letter D, so it matches.
Because he says, I had exams, so mine was boring too.
I hear that. School is only fun if you get to choose what you learn about.
Preach. I kept waking up late.
Hey, look at that! I love this glitch. I love this glitch. Look at this. It's not really a glitch. It's more just like it freeze framed at just the right moment. You know. The animation stuck in the silhouette mode.
Homework and more homework.
All right.
Good day for a swell battle. You're up.
Lesson learned.
That seems kind of down right now. down in Dugma.
Ow. Why did I
I hope this is entertaining. I hope this stream can cheer up y'all peeps.
At the very least, I hope you get something out of it, because I know I'm getting something out of it. The questions being asked, I think, are actually really good questions.
Yeah,
So
this stream is meant for getting things out of.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys for being here and asking the questions that you legitimately want to ask. And I hope you are having just as much fun as I am.
This is very mesmerizing.
Shit! Shit!
What's happening with you, dude?
You're not watching it, are you?
Oh, I'm watching it.
Oh yeah, because you're a little behind because of a slight delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when you started getting hit by the fire boys.
Yeah.
Do you schedule the games you play by the week or monthly?
I don't I don't schedule. The thing is, like, when I did A Hat in Time, I knew what I was doing, and when I did Shantae, I knew what I was doing. But then after that, things just kind of fell apart in a big old cacophony of, I gotta play a video game this week. I gotta pick something. And it's like, I gotta do something about this. You know? And it's like, I felt myself like needing to stay on my routine and my schedule. And you know, but you know, if I'm not necessarily getting out of anything out of, you know, playing a video game or anything, it's like, what am I even doing it for? It's like, it's certainly like, if I'm not having fun with it, then that lack of fun is going to permeate through the audience as well, because, you know, because your attitude rubs off. It's like, if I'm not having fun with it, then nobody else is going to have any fun with it either. So I feel like I'm probably going to put the kibosh on, like, streaming games, you know? But like, I still have things that I will want to stream. Because I funded the Kickstarter for Billy Bust Up, so I'll definitely be streaming that game. I am looking forward to the Cuphead DLC, and I want to stream it, so I will be doing that, like, as soon as it comes out. Even if it's not Friday, I will start streaming it right away, because I will not wait. This game is so much fun that once the new bosses, and I hope there's new running gun levels. I didn't like the running gun levels at first, actually, but now I do. Because I got better at them. It's like, it's so funny, it's like how much more fun you can have with something when it's like, you were unskilled at this before. I was horribly unskilled at this before. But now, I did, off screen, I have S-ranked the devil. I have S-ranked all of the bosses in Cuphead. I can truly call myself the king of Cuphead! And I have fun with it. Just for shits and giggles, doing something like this, playing all the, just emptying out a empty file and like playing all of the running gun stages to beat them on pacifist mode. And you know, and just like, so I could play the whole game in black and white, getting all the contracts. And it's like, it's just doing that for fun because, you know, this game, I love it. I just love it so much. And like, so if there's something that I really want to share with you guys, I'll probably be streaming a game. But otherwise, I think we'll probably go ahead and do more art request things because that's a more interactive thing we can do. It's like, because half the time it's just you guys watching me dick around in a video game, and it's like, I want you guys to be involved. Like what we're doing here tonight with you guys asking me questions. I want you guys to be more involved. Because if I'm doing it live, there needs to be more like going on between like the viewer and the viewee. I don't know, what am I? The entertainer, I guess. So for that intents and purposes, I do want to try getting like a more regular. What am I going to do each week and actually schedule the streams more ahead of time. But for all intents and purposes, I do want to at least get it on a weekly scheduled basis, you know, because like it would, because you know, keeping yourself on a pattern like will help without having all the last minute shit like tonight when I said, hey guys, be ready in 90 minutes, because I know I didn't say anything, but I'm streaming tonight. Wouldn't you know it? It's funny, right?
Bella Pink Savage is very excited for Billy Bust Up.
Yeah?
Very awesome. I'm in the Discord server myself, and gosh, such a
That
wholesome
almost took as long
community.
as Markiplier did.
Um,
And he was playing the whole fucking thing in color with the pea shooter.
Autistic Redder asks, do you consider yourself a completionist when it comes to video games? Completionist meaning, do you try to 100% the games you play?
Only Cuphead. Cuphead is
Yeah,
like the first video game that has motivated me as much as it has for me to complete it to 200% and beyond. Because you don't actually get anything for S ranking all the bosses. Yeah, S ranking all the bosses is a completely worthless achievement. The game doesn't give you an achievement for it, and if you just beat the bosses on Expert, you'll probably get an A. Like, just doing it. So, I went beyond 200% just because all the flags have letters on them, and that was enough of a motivation for me to just push myself. I really did. And I felt several times where it's like the devil was wearing me down. It's like there's absolutely no, like, literally, the devil was wearing me down. But like, he was wearing me down. It's like, how am I gonna S-rank this bastard? But then like, literally in the past month, like this whole month, it was like, I'm getting closer. I'm figuring it out. And the secret for me was using the invincibility super art. Because it's like, I'm constantly getting hit, ergo, use what the game gives me to avoid getting hit, you know? And I couldn't go in without the pea sugar, that's just like
A great slam and then
it's just like, it's too hard if I don't do it.
Now go.
He goes down like a little bitch. The fuzz. Oi, oi, oi.
Thank y'all for coming to the stream. Glad you're enjoying it. Feel free to ask any questions.
It's an Ask Me Anything AMA. Not MIA, AMA. Or as the Fonz would say, AMA. Does anybody know Happy Days? Are y'all too young to know Happy Days?
I know people who are...
I'm technically too young to know Happy Days. If it weren't for, what was the channel called that always had those shows like Leave It to Beaver and Mr. Ed? It was
Yeah,
TV Land.
yeah.
That was it. TV Land.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
bitch! No! Ah!
They're saying Me TV. I was gonna
Me?
say Antenna TV.
Oh, Me TV and Antenna TV as well,
A
but
brawl
like,
is surely brewing.
TV Land was the one I grew up with.
Oh, okay.
Cause like cause my family, we actually did have cable growing up, so I had the Nick Juniors and the Disney, Playhouse Disney when it was called Playhouse Disney, and my mom and I loved the shit out of PB&J Otter. It was the show we would watch together.
Dizzy Dizzy asks, what's Happy Days?
Happy Days is an old television show, like takes place in kind of like an old like diner place, like a greaser kind of thing, like Sunday, Monday, happy days, Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days, Thursday, Friday, happy days, Saturday, one a day, spend it all week with you. So if you've ever heard that song, that's the Happy Days theme song, and that's the aesthetic of the show. And the Fonz was like a side character who kind of broke out of the cast and basically became the main star of the show because of how just suave and cool he was.
And iconic.
Iconic
Autistic
is
Writer.
the word.
Autistic Writer likes Hogan's Heroes.
I've heard of Hogan's Heroes. I kind of want to watch it as well because it sounds like a lot of fun. You know? Great Escape television show is what it sounds like. Okay. Boom. Yeah! She goes down easy.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! Oh yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, I'm reading this right now. Autistic writer mentioned jumping the shark, which was a term that was coined by the fact that on an episode of Happy Days, Fonzie, the Fonz, literally water skied and jumped a literal shark. That is literally where the term comes from, and it is amazing. And if you don't know what it is, look up the original jumping the shark, and you will just laugh at its ridiculosity, or staring on its coolness, or even both. There's always a possibility it'll be both, but damn it all, that's great. It's just so great. It's just a nice moment.
This has been your weekly episode of Things That Flaming Snow Did Not Know.
Yeah, when people say that you are jumping the shark, you are going so over the top that it's just ridiculous, that's what they mean.
You're being totally extra.
Well, no, it's not really, it's not being extra, it's being absurdly over the top. It's basically like you shot the friggin' moon, kind of like. You reached a level of absurd that nobody else would buy. Jumping the shark is like, you broke my suspension of disbelief. My immersion has been shattered. Because there is no way, shape, or form that is even like remotely realistic. Or even like, even if it's not supposed to be realistic and the show's like a fantasy, you broke the internal structure of the world building that you established, and you made me not believe literally everything that you've told me up to this point.
So it's a writing term?
It's more a term of criticism and writing, because like the context for jumping the shark, like with Fonzie literally jumping the shark,
That's it, I'm watching it.
You know, it's like it's got its connotations, and jumping the shark can be fun. Think about it, like you're literally water skiing over a shark tank. That's a badass image. Why do people call that out as something ridiculous when that just looks cool? Like, by rule of cool, jumping the shark should be used for any moment that was so ridiculous, but I don't care it was so badass, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, what?
I'm just looking for it. I've never seen this before.
Don't get too distracted, I'll still need you.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the chat, don't worry.
Poked yourself with a needle? Oh no, Fizzy Dizzy, what happened? Do you sew?
They enjoyed flipping the shark a little too much. I think they had a bit of an
Sometimes
accident.
I laugh because things are really cool. Exactly! Sometimes I get that way too. It's like, oh, holy shit. It's like, it's just so cool. I'm trying to prepare my weapons for the rat. Yeah, that'll do it.
What?
Werner Vermin.
Well, yeah. Makes sense.
I always try to prepare my weapons for the next boss coming up, so that I can just like walk in.
Very cool.
It's like, 'cause if I do something like an airplane level, I can set up my weapons for the next ground level, because that won't matter. I still got 3 ground levels. Like, what's his face? Werner Vermin. I literally just said it. Werner Vermin, Sally Stage Play, and the Phantom Express, and then it's on to Hell.
Are you and Bella together, Fizzy? They're doing their homework.
Just happened to be at the same time. That had to have been like 15 parries in a row. I can't tell, but I was in the air for a long time. Cheers, everyone. Everybody grab a cup and don't lose your head.
Oh. You were sewing something?
Textiles. That sounds beautiful.
I just googled it. It was very pretty. Very colorful from what I saw.
Burb. Okie dokie.
Herb.
My stars, you did it. You are truly grade A in my book. Now you can experience the world as I do. This guy has 4 dialogue options if you're masochistic enough to try looking for them. What you have to do is you have to fail abysmally while still getting through all of the bosses to get to this world, in order for him to make fun of you for being like, let's be honest, fellows. There's a class of grade A people, and then there's everyone else. Right now, you seem like everyone else. And then there's like not everyone can achieve a grade A rating, and not everyone can maintain that quality over time if you're just like hit or miss with your A grades. Consistency, my dear friends, that's what it's about. And then the third option before succeeding is like, what was it? It was like, where's my brain? Oh yeah, you're almost there, fellas. It's true. If you work up your grade point average, you'll be able to see the world in the same way that I do. But yeah, and the way he sees the world is in a 2-strip filter. But if you really want to know about this stuff, there's been countless videos other people have done on this topic, and a wiki full of. You know, the Cuphead wiki needs some work. Honestly, it needs to be a little more. You know, it needs to be a little more thorough. I feel like someone should like go through it and like really find all there is. Oh shit! I dashed too quickly.
Questions. Send us them all. All wikis need work.
Here's a good question. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Well, you're the one answering questions.
Okay, well, in terms of skin tone, that's who's palest. In terms of bitty, that's who's priceless.
Where did you hear that?
I just made it up.
There.
Because fairness actually literally refers to skin tone as well as, you know, as well as could also be applied to someone actually being a beautiful person.
No. For a hot second, I thought it was one for monetary value.
Wait. You mean F-A-R-E?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, the fairest in the land could also apply to who is the most, you know, fair. You know, who's the most... What's another word for fair?
Autistic Writer says, who's the fairest one of all? The ominous voice that serves as your moderator.
Rest in peace, Tony J. I wish he was still around to do the voice of the magic mirror because he was just too good at it. He may not have been the original, but much like Jim Cummings is Winnie the Pooh or Tigger, he's definitely the one that everyone will remember.
Talking about me.
Huh?
I'm this disembodied voice reading the chat for you.
Balance as all things should be. What am I balancing? Or am I confused? Did I miss the memo? Were we making references to something and I just missed the party?
Not that I saw.
Here's a real
Oh, I can't tell.
and begin.
Chat is confusing sometimes. Glad to be your disembodied voice for the moment.
You're not terribly ominous, so I don't think they'd be referring to you.
I don't know. They're looking at your face. They can't even see me. Maybe I'm a little bit ominous in that sense.
In that case, here's an ominous voice for you.
Magic mirror on the wall was the fairest one of all.
If you can't see the person saying it, it must be ominous. That's your logic. That's the logic you presented. You do realize that, yes?
That's their definition of another word for fair. Balanced as all things should be.
Fair! Balance! That's the other word! Because if a game is fair, a game is balanced. That's it.
Oh
that
my
was the
God.
word. That was the word.
Fair and balanced. Just remember me of that shirt we got our brother for Christmas. Or was it a birthday? I can't remember.
Which shirt?
The one with the TF2 rocket on it that said fair and balanced.
Yes, I remember that.
Great.
Oh, fucker. Oh, shit. I'm going to die.
Looking up the Google definition of fair.
I'm pretty sure you'll find 3 definitions.
I'm sure I will. Sorry about that noise.
Where's the... Wait. No, that was pink! I know that was pink! Because these are the red ones. No, I wasn't paying attention! Hey, we've
Because he
learned...
says, hey, we've learned stuff today.
Hey, you are always learning.
There's fair as in fair play, like in accordance with the rules or standards.
Yeah, that
Legitimate.
would be that.
There's of hair or complexion, light or blonde.
Exactly.
Without cheating or trying to achieve unjust advantage. Fair. To a high degree. Noun.
Oh
A
yeah,
beautiful
how
woman.
are you doing? I'm doing fair.
Look up synonyms.
Good day for
I'll look up synonyms for fair.
You're up.
I'm doing his research.
Hang on a second. I gotta do something.
What are you doing?
Hang on. So I'm gonna show everybody something here real quick. So,
Okay.
once upon a time, Cuphead had this thing where it would basically cheat you out of your progress bar. In this specific boss fight, the first phase's section of the bar was actually just as long as the bar for the second phase is right now, right? And it was a very cruel prank on the part of the developers of the game to make it look like you weren't making any progress. I feel like it's, okay, and I feel like that's wrong. Not the cheating you out of your progress bar, but getting rid of the prank. See, here's the thing. Cuphead works on a certain set of rules. And it's all about learning. Learning is part of the rules. So I think the way the developers should have done this in the first place was make the progress bar for the first stage this large as it is on screen right now, to begin with. But withhold your actual progress until you start shooting the heart. This not only reinforces the prank, but it also shows the player, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it's still got this cartoon aspect of it, where it's like, you're not actually doing damage to a robot unless you damage its heart. Wait a minute, robots don't have hearts. And so I feel like that would have worked a lot better. Piglet, I will go ahead and check out your DeviantArt page. Just let me know what the name of that is, so I can check it out afterward. But yes, thank you. I will find this art, and I will cherish it. Probably.
I will read synonyms of fair while you're playing game.
This is what our stream has turned to now.
Exactly. Just. Equitable. Open-minded.
Ah, yes.
Honest. Upright.
There are a
Honorable.
lot of words for fair.
Trustworthy. Impartial. Unbiased. Unprejudiced. Non-partisan. Mixed half of these are
Non-partisan. Okay, so liberals are only about 80% fair. Wait, no, hang on, wait, no. Wait, is that the left? Liberals are only about 80% fair.
Yellow.
Because they do have a partisan bias.
Yellowish, golden, flaxen, light-colored, strawberry blonde,
Who's
tow-colored.
the fairest of them all? Your gardener has jaundice, so I don't know which one you want me to say.
It's one of them is platinum, and all I can think is like, who's the fairest of them all? And in walks a freaking robot.
The metal man. Dr. Call's robot walks in!
Yeah, exactly. Is it me? Am I a real boy?
I wanna be a real boy. Not a titanium toy, and I don't remember how the rest of it goes, but I wish I did.
What is that? Wait, is that?
That's
Is that-
Noam the Robot.
Nope,
from
that's right.
Phineas and Ferb.
Okay.
They did this little rap number called Real
Of
Boy.
course I did.
And the Phineas
I'm
and
a-
Ferb episode Real Boy.
I'm just gonna leave Google open. I seem to be doing a lot of research.
Research is the name of the game. The more you know, baby. Whoa!
But also, we're looking
I
for-
feel like I'm caught off guard by how much progress I made in such a small amount of time.
If you want to know more about comic, then please ask us some questions.
Please do.
We got 9 people now, which probably includes me. Picking on the chat,
Well, in that case, we have 8 people.
which is the most we've had tonight.
Yes.
Oh,
Honestly pretty happy about the turnout. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. You are loved. You are valued. You have family. You have friends. Even if you don't know it. I'm trying to think what the hell am I... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do fucker face first.
boy.
I'm sorry, but Cala Maria just might be the hardest airplane boss in the whole damn game. because of the entirely and completely unfair turning me to stone bullshit all the time.
Surely brewing.
If she didn't do that, she would be just as easy as all of the other airplane bosses.
Zachary Martin says, "Hey, friend."
Hello, friend. Ask me anything. I'm pretty sure there's things about me you don't know. What the hell am I doing? Hit her fa- Ah! Up yours! And I hate your stupid sea turtle too. He's not impossible to dodge, but just too much. I hate you. But you are very sexy.
Or still referring to fish, yes.
That's probably the most heterosexual thing I've said all night. You're sexy. I may not be very fond of you and your tactics, Missy. But you're attractive, so I'll let it slide.
Tonight on Rock 200 Roll, Comic fights a sexy fish.
Yeah. It's not that I haven't been here before. Oh, fuck. No! Her body! Oh no! Her stone body! You didn't tell me you were gonna fuck!
Thanks for being here, Zach.
I await your questions, of course.
Yeah, this is a question stream, man. We're here to answer your questions about comic. And I'm here to read them aloud to him.
Oh, fuck. I just sat there like a dead fish.
Wouldn't you like to have one of those right now?
Ooh, wouldn't I? If any of these fish were dead, it would make me happy.
Autistic writer notes.
Ah, yes.
You weren't going to tell me you weren't going to F word. Oh my. Aren't you excluded this evening?
Welcome to Comic Auzi sex tapes.
Oh no!
I hope YouTube doesn't kick my ass for that.
You know.
That was horrible, and I apologize to all
Jeez.
the younger viewers, because I certainly hope there's nobody terribly young in the audience. Fuck!
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
You should read that as George Takei. Oh my. Is that? No! Thank God! I could have seriously screwed myself! No thanks to. Ah, thank God!
You just
So
find
hard to tell the
variables
pink
and
ones
read them.
from the red ones when
Yeah,
it's
I
in black
could
and
tell.
white. It's like there's a very slight shift in the value of the grayscale, and it's so. Honestly, it's not bad design because black and white mode should be a bitch and a half. Why should they make it easier? Because like you're just putting yourself up for failure. Heck, this is even
Bella-
the hardest filter to get, you know?
Bella, what you've missed is comic swearing at this fish woman. And also introducing Comic Auzi's sex tapes.
Hey!
Fizzy Dissy says you should
Oh,
leave a
shit!
strong language warning in the description of your streams. It's what I do.
You know, that's a fair. Oh no! Why did I do that? Wait,
It's a good idea.
A brawl.
I think I'll do that. I think I'll make that like a default setting. I just gotta.
Absolutely, you should. I'm honestly surprised you haven't done that.
I'm gonna
Because
have
goodness,
to go,
are you
I'm gonna have to go
vulgar?
back through a few of my streams and put a language warning on them.
If you haven't already listed them as this isn't a kid's thing.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to put age restricted because that'll make things even worse. Because that's not the kind of content I'm creating. It's just I just say the words that mommy doesn't want you to hear.
Yaoi Piglet says, Rocky, my video is buffing. I can't see the video.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear the video? Hope you can hear us at least. No age restriction isn't necessary, just leave a warning.
I mean, yeah, I know that. It's just, you know, YouTube has that option for reasons, of course.
Yeah.
I imagine it's legality of, like, what is or is not allowed to be done on any given... Ah, fucker!
Yeah, yaoi, I'm not sure what the deal is with the video.
Well, it says we got an excellent connection on our end, so,
Other people are saying they can hear and see.
Are other people saying?
Well, other people saying that they can see and hear you, alright?
Okay, well, I'd recommend, Piglet to, reload the, page, probably. That's what I might do.
Yeah, probably. Thank you for joining us on the stream tonight. Feel free to ask whatever questions you like. They
ask their computers being anything. An ass. Oh no! Bandwidth!
Dang.
Lower the quality of the video. Maybe it'll help your bandwidth out. Yep. Oops, that was the wrong one. That was the... Why did I even test it? Why did I even test it? Why did I even test it?
Well done. Here goes.
You know, I wonder to myself sometimes.
I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten the questions.
Yeah, come on guys. Welcome to the Ask Me Anything AMA. Go ahead and ask me stupid things like, ask me, hey comic, what did I have for breakfast? And I'll make a random guess and see if I get it right.
Things about him and his, I don't know.
Projects?
Whether it's about his project or video production or whatever the heck he's doing.
Like,
yeah.
What programs do I use? That's a question everybody asks. That nobody's ever asked that, or at least I haven't gotten that question in a long time, you know? It's like, I think I got it once or twice back in the day, but like, I say back in the day like I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, I've been doing it for a while.
Autistic Writer asks, have you tried eggs in a nest?
Eggs?
I believe, hold on. I think it's something like egg in like a piece of toast with a hole in it, or something similar like that.
It sounds like you would put it with, it sounds like you would put it in a piece of toast and with hash browns for it to, or home fries to make it actually look like, eggs in a nest appears to be, yeah, it's an egg, sort of, poached or fried inside of the toast.
Yes,
I have had that and it is really good. Heck, my mom made it in fuck. No, my mom didn't do that. My mom, oh no, I was so close! I just saw the finish line there.
Fizzy says that they asked you about your program last week.
Yeah! Wait, maybe. Did you? I don't know. Did I receive that comment or did YouTube hide that one from me as well?
I feel like I've never had eggs in a nest. Like, I've only ever seen other people make it, but
My mom actually made it in Texas toast once, and it was really good.
Oh, yeah. Thick bread. Thick bread or, like, something, substantial, like toasted sourdough.
You know, I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna start over. I'm down to 1 health point in the first round.
Just before you bomb her in the face. Let's just leave.
It's not even about bombing her in the face. Oh, that one. No, no! Thank God! Wait, yes! Ah, man. See, it's like this. Some people will call this game luck-based, and it's not. You really can get away from everything. Even expert mode, you are capable of S ranking. It's not random chance. Any turn could successfully be yours. You just have to be able to work your way around the myriad of different attacks that can come up. I have gotten so unbelievably good at the tiger attack from Ribian Croaks that I almost never get hurt. I think like it's a 80% of the time I will not get hit, and the other 20% or like, so I'll end up, you know, choking, you know, one of the two.
Pink Savage asks, what programs did you start out with? I can say with certainty that he's been using Flash CS6 for a long time.
So, read the question exactly as it's written, please.
What programs did you start out with?
Windows Movie Maker and MS Paint.
Okay, good
Like
point.
when I did the Fairest and Friends 3-year anniversary, and I finally, and I mentioned that I actually would animate things with MS Paint and Movie Maker, I was not joking. That was literally how I did it. I think my computer was overheated again. Oh wow! Might want to get
They're
a
back.
fan or an ice pack on that thing. Yeah. Welcome back, Piglet.
Autistic Writer asks, if you were ever to recreate a movie scene, which one and why?
Oh, damn! Oh! That is such a good question! But I have to think about it! Oh,
Well,
man. Okay, wait.
thinky
Okay.
time. You can think while you
man.
fight things now.
Okay, if I'm gonna really think about it, like, I'd either want to recreate it as an homage and do it in a different story context, or I'd want to do basically the equivalent of a reanimated project. And like, got one. Okay, this is kind of cheating, but I love the Barbie Princess and the Pauper. And what I would want to do is I would want to do a full Disney-style overhaul of the visuals of the film and nothing else. That is what I would want to do. Do a shot-for-shot 2D hand-drawn animated remake of the Princess and the Pauper, where it's just like the Barbie Princess and the Pauper movie, but it's 2D animation. Oh, and I would also edit things, like, I would edit certain lines of dialogue, like, at the beginning of the movie, they kind of give away the plot twist of King Dominic disguising himself as a page, but it's like, his friggin' coach guy actually asks him, "Are you sure about this, King Dominic?" And he says, "I am." But here's the thing, you can actually cut off the King Dominic at the end of the line and it still sounds like he completed his thought. And so you can make edits to it like that in order to actually make it a slightly different context too, and make it more like suggesting things and like the notions of being able to pick up on things from minimal dialogue.
The chat is loving this bringing up of the Barbie films in particular. Like, yeah, hell yeah, please.
I've been scraping, I've been lying like a rug, and for 10 long years I've had to pay my dues. And I wish I knew all the words to that, but I love that. How can I refuse? So get ready with the roses and somebody with the champagne. When you've got a brilliant plan, you never lose. For the kingdom and the crown, it should be mine and mine alone. Just waiting there, so how can I refuse?
Fizzy says, I was thinking about Barbie movies too. When you said that, my mind did a backflip.
Oh shit! Wait, why did it hit retry? I'm supposed to go back to the map. I don't have the auto parry.
Oops.
Oops, indeed. That's an oops. There's an oopsie. Okay, everything else is fine now.
Autistic Writer asks, what is one movie ending or one plot twist you never understood?
That's actually, one movie ending or plot twist I never understood. If you've ever heard of The Prestige, I didn't understand that. Okay, wait, no, I have a better one. So if you've ever heard of a film called Hail Caesar, my mom and I actually saw advertisements for this movie called Hail Caesar, and it was billed as kind of like a really wacky comedy like Mel Brooks or the Zucker Brothers, and we thought this was going to be a really goofy kind of movie pastiche, a Hollywood kind of thing, and it was, but because it was actually a bunch of inside jokes, the film wasn't terribly funny to us, and half the time we sat there and we were like, I don't get it. That was like our mentality throughout the whole thing, is like, I don't get it.
Dizzy Dizzy says there's a compilation of the villain. I assume you're talking about the Barbie Princess and the Pauper thing. Just making weird and funny noises. You'll have to tell me who that is, because
Martin Short tends to do that.
you'll have to tell me that villain name, because I want to see that.
Preminger. Preminger is the name of the villain.
Is he the Chester?
What?
Am I thinking of it? No, I'm thinking of... What am I thinking of? What's the Princess and the Pauper?
The Prince and the Pauper is the Barbie movie.
And the villain is...
The villain is Martin Short as Preminger.
Yeah, but what is he?
He's the right hand to the queen.
Hmm.
Preminger is essentially Jafar. without the magic powers.
Since this is an interactive stream, I have a question for you guys.
Oh, my sister has a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Better be able to answer it.
What's y'all's, all y'all, what's your favorite breakfast?
That's actually a good question.
Give me your favorite breakfast.
Give me hash browns, give me eggs, give me toast, give me bacon. That's my breakfast.
Whatever. Yeah, sure.
It could be an omelet.
Good party
It could
thing.
be one or
Heck,
it could be one or few.
French toast, waffles, specifically those like French toast sticks you get at a restaurant or a hotel, and they've got a certain like freaking mood to them. Meanwhile, Yaoi Piglet asks, what is the funniest moment in a movie that always makes you laugh?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I have an answer to that. And wait, the answer.
Now you gotta think about it.
Yeah, okay. I literally was watching this movie and it made me laugh so hard. Again. Oh wait, no, that's not what I'm thinking of.
No, that's some
No,
good
so
stuff.
I'll tell you what was going through my head, just to let you know. I was watching Jacksepticeye play Undertale, and I did play Undertale myself, so I had exposure to this joke myself as well. And it was in Temmie Village. It's like,
Hi, I'm Timmy. This is my friend, Timmy. Hi, I'm Timmy. Meet my friend, Timmy. Hi, I'm Timmy. Don't forget about my friend.
hi, I'm Bob. And it made me laugh so hard. Because it's just such a bait and switch. But if there is a funny moment in a movie that always makes me laugh, it would have to be Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. And it's the part where he's going to the elevator and he sees the woman that he slept with and he's like, holy hell! it's just Jim Carrey's amazing. He's just great.
Okay, it's kind of hard to hear you over the music right now.
How is the music so loud? Okay. Wait.
I will admit, you are clean, but you are also kind of quiet.
Wait, why am I hitting retry? Okay, let's...
Alright.
Audio. Cranking it down.
Yo.
There we go.
Y'all got some good breakfasts, like waffles, pancakes, cereal, or cheese on toast. 3 cheese omelet and French toast. That sounds nice. Biscuits and gravy, heck yeah.
Can't wait to get a mouthful.
You and your meat.
Perry Grip's a good songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you put him on Phineas and Ferb. That song was not that great.
I hope I'm not too loud in comparison to you.
Nah, I think... No, I checked your levels. You're fine.
I will admit that I'm watching the stream now, and it is kind of a bit... There is a contrast.
Between me and the game audio?
Between you and me, actually.
Oh, jeez. So did I
you
get
are
it?
quite...
Seriously, how quiet can I possibly be? I checked my level! Wait, what? Did my levels just go all weird? Alright, and this is how you do it.
What the heck? Oh my goodness. Dizzy says they have been poking themselves so many times on their thing they're working on. Didn't even realize how many blood marks are on my hands. Dude,
Jeez.
take care of yourself.
What are you poking yourself on?
Oh
I'm
gosh,
going
they're
Whatever is poking you! 12 years dungeon! 7 years no
Do we need to-
trials!
Do we need to take the needles away from you? Someone's asking me a question now. Whose stream is this? Rocky's sister. What moment in your favorite TV show always makes you laugh? Oh gosh, I have been loving... What? Okay. I don't know if y'all been watching, the new... Okay, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Gosh, I love the characters so
oh yeah, I
much.
keep forgetting. Get some thumbtacks then, or no, what's it called? Thimbles. Get some thimbles. 20
Thimbles,
thimbles.
not thumbtacks. That is the opposite of what you want.
1
Anyway.
million years thimbles.
I started watching Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I want to continue watching it once I can get comic into that. But, there was one of the first episodes is about, they're sort of what's his name? Frick, Ratman.
Splinter?
Yes. Splinter got sick and they've got a sort of protocol for when this happens. But slowly they're all starting to get infected, and by the end of it they're all like sort of quarantined except for one of them. And Donnie is just like in his little pod, and they were trying to sort of like, whenever he is sick, they try to like ask him for things because that's like the best time to do it. And so, gosh, I love all of Donnie's dialogue because he's such a theater kid, but just like pressing up against the glass that he's behind, going, "Make him say yes, make him say yes." The voice actors are so good. I love that show. That's all I can think of right now, but gosh, it's really good. I recommend it to all y'all. Resident Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Donatello is played by Sonic the Hedgehog and Louie Duck. Wait, no, not Louie.
Actually, that's
Dewey.
you're thinking of Leo.
No,
Leonardo.
Donatello's the purple one with the machine.
Yes, Donnie is the purple one.
Oh, that's right. He's always playing blue characters. That was the joke that people were making about.
Yes.
He's always playing blue characters.
Yeah.
Dewey, Sonic, Leonardo. I keep forgetting that.
Leo is the blue one.
Leo is the blue one.
Who is always played by blue characters. Playing blue characters.
Ben Schwartz, I think?
Something like, yeah, I think so. Leo Ben, yeah. Was a good episode. You've seen that, Zach? Are you watching that show? I gotta get back into it. So good. Characters are so freaking, it's so genuine, and I love the writing so much. It's so good.
I don't know. I'm
I
more
can't think of any other shows I've been watching. Like, I really liked, I watched Unikitty once it came out. I liked that a lot.
And boom.
Oh. There's gonna be a movie?
A movie of what?
Oh, I'm not sure if Autistic Writer is... Are we talking about the same thing? They said, I've finished it, can't wait for the movie, and I think they might be talking about Rise of the TMNT.
I think that might be in reference to TMNT, honestly. Because TMNT has had so many movies that it's very likely that they will
yeah, probably.
definitely get a movie. Am I just gonna flex on every single solitary thing to just get 6 hearts?
My goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay, you are talking about Rise of the TMNT. Cool, I did not know there would be a film. I wasn't aware of this, I guess I gotta... Yeah, I really gotta get back into that.
Hey, a movie I'm looking forward to is Five Nights at friggin' Freddy's. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, yeah. I can't get back into that franchise.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a horror movie. A
You know, watch the
live-action horror
occasional
movie,
episode.
so that will doubly not appeal to you.
Well, probably not, no. Just, I don't know.
Wait, was this the same Kingy? No. Wait, which one was Bottom King? No, that's Top King. Bottom King. Bottom King. There we go. Oh, nail the monkey! Nail the monkey! Alright, nice.
Nice.
I want to say over here. Top King! No!
The
Don't hit me!
Banana
Oh my
Splits
gosh.
movie was supposed to be a FNAF movie. I have no idea what that is.
Don't look it up. For your own sake, I will tell
Oh,
you. do
okay,
not look it
thank
up.
you. You already know things that I don't want to.
I know things. I don't want to watch it. It seems like a knockoff with a script that Scott Cawthon rejected, so I'm not terribly interested in it either.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep the questions coming, y'all. Glad you're
Please do.
enjoying the stream. Thank you for coming.
Am I just an idiot, or am I just fucking around with myself? No! There we go. Inkwell. Boom. Done. Now get over here, you stupid monkey. Stupid monkey. Ha. Eat pant. Come on. Come on. There! Stupid,
There you go.
stupid monkin' funky.
Yay, you did it.
Stupid monkin' funky. Alley-oop. Eat my bullets! Shit. This might be the only boss I get an A+ on, just by virtue of the nature of this boss. Even like in black and white mode, it's impossible to miss the parries. It's just, they're too easy to find. That, and I think these cards do technically count to a certain extent as parries. And there he goes! Down for the count, and I have 5 hit points to prove it. Seriously, this isn't about me playing the game. The game is a backdrop. And so is little Pixel Boy over there. By the way, it hasn't come up as a question, but I know Mary would know this. That little Cuphead over there, little Pixel Boy, I made that. It was me. I did that.
You did do that.
I made that. If I ever figure out how to mod video games, I'm gonna put Pixel Cuphead on stream.
My goodness.
Isn't Dewey the blue one? I messed up my one word, okay? One name.
What? Wait, what did he call him?
I said Louie because I confused.
Ah, wonderful. I know Louis is. I don't know. He
Louis
seems
the
like a
green
Louis
one.
at this point. Now that they each have character, he just seems like a Louis.
He does not seem like a Louie. Louie's a lazy.
Dizzy found a lollipop. Where'd you find it? Oh goodness. Yahweh Piglet asks, what is the funniest prank you or Rocky pulled? I mean, there was one time we put sticky notes all over the house, but then again, there was a time where, our brother Min, who's in the chat now, is Lemon Fairy D, say hi. He put, I don't know if he replaced them. He either filled the bowls in the cabinet with paper boats or replaced them with paper boats.
It was one of the two, I'm sure.
Yeah. We just had one day of April Fools where we were all guiding each other around the house with sticky notes, just... What the heck?
What do you mean, what the
Autistic
heck?
Writer says, he attack, but most importantly, he could have been Turbo. Oh, that's right, yeah! I could have been Turbo! Oh my gosh.
Who could've been? What was that?
It's another Dewey line.
Oh, I remember that! That was...
Yeah. Oh, dang. You found a lollipop in like an old bowl of coins and pins.
Whoa.
That sounds about right. That seems like a... I was gonna say it's like the kind of things you'd find in a grandma's purse, but I don't know if you'd want to find a grandma's purse full of needles.
Ah,
That doesn't
I slipped. I slipped.
Could have been Turbo.
You owe me 10 years of Turbo! 1 million years, Turbo!
I found a lollipop in a place where you might actually expect to find a lollipop. Just seems like one of those things. Like, I found things found like a penny, I found a paper clip, a little piece of string, a hard candy. Just things in the bottom of your backpack or purse or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, that would pretty much be the thing.
Oh, that makes sense. Fizzy says, I'm in my grandma's old apartment. She doesn't live here anymore, but my family still owns it, so my sister and I come here when we want to be alone. That sounds like a nice place. Nice little alone place. Oh, Comic's favorite Loki line is...
Oh, Loki?
I assume you're talking Marvel.
Well, I'd imagine they're talking Marvel too. Actually, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to take the Loki line from Overly Sarcastic Productions video on Norse mythology, going over like the Poetic Edda, and I'm going to say my favorite Loki line is, "What? Come on! Oh, come on! Can't you guys take a joke? It's not like I killed Balder or anything." Oh wait.
Oh gosh.
I like that line. So
Love those videos.
That's my favorite Loki line. There you go. Cheating, but hey, Yeah, didn't make a specificity, so I chose my Loki.
I
Overly sarcastic
guess-
production is my Loki.
I guess old abandoned apartments seem to have like little treasures you find sometimes.
Did you
like
just
a
say
lollipop
old abandoned apartments?
Yes, I did. I'm making a reference.
Old abandoned twice?
Yes.
Shit. Which one of these is the parryable ball? There we go. It's barely slightly lighter.
Autistic writer says that counts. Who else had the cookie tin full of sewing needles and threads? That sounds like
Oh, that sounds like
A
that's
very-
a total grandma move. Yeah.
that's
Oh my gosh.
also occasionally a disappointment.
You shake the
I
Altoid-
wanted
you
cookies
shake
for
the
Christ's
Altoids
sake.
box and it's like, yay, mints, and then you just find your mouth full of needles and it's like, oh no.
Why would you know? No, comic. No. What are you doing with your Altoids that you would shove the whole thing in your mouth?
I'm making.
Why did you
I'm
pour
not,
all
I'm
the
not
mints in-
saying that's what I would do with a box of Altoids. I'm just making a generalization for comedy.
I know, but
for
I-
comedy.
I find it hilarious that like the way you would find your mouth full of needles is only if you knew that they were mints and so you put them all in your mouth at once.
You know,
They're
some,
curious.
you know,
and
some
strong. You're,
people are like
sticking
that.
your
Some
mouth
people
with
will
them.
just go and like say, "Hey, the whole box of Altoids, all of them.
Autistic
You don't
writer.
get any."
Autistic writer says bad comic. I'm spraying you.
Oh no!
Spray bottle.
I was right there.
Autistic writer is spraying you with water. Like bad comic.
I'm a kitty. A very angry kitty.
But Altoids are curiously strong mints.
Hey, you know, I haven't had Altoids in a while, so I wouldn't. Oh shit! It's one of these.
He would end up
ones.
burning his mouth out that way.
So you really couldn't tell the difference between needles in your mouth.
Strong,
and...
huh?
So basically, what you're
Yeah.
saying is you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if they were Altoids or needles in your mouth because it would hurt either way.
Sounds like something our brother would do.
Oh no!
Our brother specifically, frick, what's his online name? I'm gonna call him, frick. What are you doing? Hi. What's his, dang it. The John A. Wizard, I'm gonna call him.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
no!
That seems like
gonna die!
something he would do, like,
I'm gonna
strong
die!
mint? Is that a challenge?
Ah,
I'm gonna
yes,
eat, like,
he would
3 of them at
totally.
once.
He would totally do that. He would totally.
You just, Fizzy just found a bag of zippers. Treasures everywhere!
You know, in a video game, that would probably get you a new pair of shoelaces that'll +2 your speed.
Shoelaces out of zippers.
No. You could buy things with zippers. Video game currency is weird.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What?
You just got me inspired. Like how, okay, I'm thinking of, Fallout does bottle caps, right?
Yeah.
And BBU's got belts.
And
I think you
Banjo-Kazooie's
collect
got
both.
jiggies.
And the jiggies, yeah. Can you imagine like a little game? Oh my gosh, maybe this is, of like, is all like arts
No,
and crafts.
what? Ah!
Little arts and crafts world where you collect the little zipper, not like the zipper itself, but the little dangly thing that you pull on.
I mean,
just
obviously,
collect
but you gotta
those.
have. It essentially needs to be a broken zipper so that you get the whole, you know, zipper detaily dingly because that's more adorable.
It is, yeah. The dingly bit is exactly what I'm talking about. Friggin'
Maybe
cute.
maybe a full, complete, unbroken zipper is the equivalent of a $1 bill.
Here's $1.50. A whole zipper and 2 broken ones. That'll get you bus fare. Around here.
That'll get you bus fare all the way with the treasures everywhere indeed. I love that split-second detail of when you're falling down in the hole to hell. That beneath the throne room is basically the devil's vault where he keeps all his money.
Dang. Didn't notice that.
Also, hey, I got a question. Does
the
the
chat?
devil owe me his casino now? Because I technically kicked his ass. Like, by the time I'm actually done here, I will have essentially, like... Come on, this is not boding well for me.
Autistic Writer has a question for everyone. I assume that also includes you and me. That'd be first horror film.
First horror film. Does Markiplier's Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play count? No. I'm gonna say, just of my own volition, the first horror film that I saw voluntarily was Sixth Sense. I really wanted it to be Nightmare on Elm Street, but yeah, there you go. Does The Changeling count? Oh, are you talking about that? Now we're just asking, you know, at that point, if we're asking if Hellboy counts, then we might as well be asking if the Haunted Mansion counts, because
Okay. I was just
probably
going to
seen that
mention, the
first.
only one that I have, like, I don't freaking know horror movies that well, and I've deliberately avoided them, and I don't know if 9 counts. Probably doesn't.
I want to say that 9 counts as a thriller.
Yeah, I've deliberately avoided horror movies because I'm not a fan of that in general. And, like, the only thing that I don't know. I mean, I watched the Haunted Mansion movie knowing nothing about it and thinking, oh no, I don't want to be spooked. But then it was trash.
It's a trash movie.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, Mayor!
Yeah?
I just realized something about Cagney Carnation here.
Yeah?
We made a comment earlier about how it would be absolutely horrible that the big grinning evil looking version of him wasn't his official design, but he still has a very pointy nose. Look at him in the side there.
He does.
So that changes everything.
That's worth. Yeah.
It is. When you were 11, you watched The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing? My word! You know, I always hear about this kind of shite where, like, little kids are watching things like Stephen King's It. You know, it's like, what the hell kind of parents let that happen? Oh, I'm sorry, they don't let that happen. They probably, like, brought their kids up there and, like, hey, you guys want to see something spooky? And, you know, these are the kinds of kids who would, like, it makes you wonder, does anyone think, like, these kids who grow up with horror movies, like, some of you guys in the chat, do you think, like, there's, like, then sort of, like, would there be a bizarre attachment to scary things, or alternatively, like, would there be, like, I'm still scared by even the things like Snow White's forest, because that is legitimately putting an atmosphere there?
Yeah.
Fast forward!
Somebody watched it on the
Set to
internet.
ludicrous speed!
Bella watched it on the internet behind their parents' back. Autistic Writer says, at 3 I watched horror film and played Conker's Bad Fur Day. Get all the mature
Anti-gravity-
content while you... Get all the mature content early on.
Anti-gravity chocolate is kind of working. Yeah, that to do. I have to fucking wait over that.
Hold on. Oh gosh, I think I ought to see gameplay of that.
Well, they censor it. Well, they censor nothing, but they do censor the F word.
Right.
I don't know if you'd like that, Mayor. There's a little bit of gross in it.
Well, I know there's gross. I know there's
No, I mean,
literal
like, very
turd.
gross.
You
I've seen
need to
clips
size
of
with-
Carrie, never the whole thing. I saw Carrie a little while ago. And I watched it because I saw the musical first. Okay, story time. Alright, so Disney Fanatic did a PMV with Equestria Girls clips set to Carrie the musical. Alright? Now,
You still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I'm just
Okay.
sticking with some stuff. But anyway,
Wandering.
so what I was saying, So Carrie the Musical. Then I decided to look for it on YouTube. Of course, there's like 5 different high school productions, so I just pick one of them, and I watched it, and holy crap, that was scary. Carrie the Musical, loved it. And then I went and watched the 90s or 70s, like Brian De Palma directed Carrie, and evidently, according to the special features on that DVD for it, it actually was the writers who worked on Brian De Palma's adaptation of Carrie actually created Carrie the Musical. And it's like while I do like the Carrie movie, the musical just gives me chills. It scared me with music, and I've never viscerally felt afraid of music, and I loved that feeling so much. And the way it tells its story, and it uses a framing device that was actually in the book, because I actually kind of went in reverse order of everything. I watched the musical, then the movie, and then listened to the audiobook. And it was like, damn, this is a good story, but the musical just, it hits me different, you know?
How do they do that?
Huh?
Like, what genre of music do you even use for that?
It's not a genre. It is the way they use chords and instruments and the characters singing at any given time. You would just feel unnerved. It is so good. I'm getting freaked out thinking about it. It's so good. Oh, man.
It feels so weird, because musicals are, what is the word, diegetic?
Well, no. So in musicals, so diegetic refers to things that exist in universe, and non-diegetic refers to things that only the audience can perceive.
Mm-hmm.
And in Muppet movies, it's probably pretty fair to assess that breaking the fourth wall is diegetic. But in literally any other movie, like with Remy telling the story, Remy telling the story is diegetic, but the "this is me" line is for the audience. And so that would be non-diegetic. But it seamlessly transitions into the very diegetic narrating of the story that is revealed at the end to be retold to his family. So, yeah. The musical is so amazing. It's a crime it's so underrated. I love to talk to someone about it. They're like, there's a musical? I know, right? Yeah. I actually heard more people online who are fans of musical theater and talk about it, and they're actually not fond of Carrie the Musical. Like, Carrie the Musical gets a resounding ugh from people that you talk to it about. But obviously from the high school and college productions that exist, like you can find some recordings of those on YouTube, people like it. Maybe it didn't take off on Broadway, but damn it if people don't actually like it. It actually does work. I was Carrie White for Halloween a few years ago. Being covered in fake blood was fun. Yowzas.
Yeesh.
That can be entertaining. Hey, I want to go scare the shit out of my cousin.
So, I don't know anything about this. I just like to know who the frick is Carrie.
If you've ever seen a girl in a prom dress drenched in blood, that's Carrie.
Oh, okay.
That's where that image comes from. Welcome to Pop Culture Osmosis. Everybody at least knows of Carrie, even if they don't know that's what she's called.
People don't know what's good entertainment. 15-year-old me was something else, I tell ya.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
It's strange that I ship Carrie White and Andrew Dittmer from Chronicle.
I don't know who that Chronicle dude is, but there you go.
Me either. I don't know.
Welcome to Ask Me Anything. I may not know the answer.
That's comics and questions.
We still got some time. We can always keep going if you want. We can always just say we'll keep this going for another hour because we've gotten so
you're
few
using
questions.
the 2-strip now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it'd be fun to alter the filter. That I don't think I'd be able to do expert mode without knowing at least somewhat of the colors that I'm coming.
There's a song reading of Carrie and Beetlejuice's actors singing together.
That sounds awesome! I need to find that.
That's cool.
Also, you gotta find how strange it is that Carrie the musical didn't take off, but Beetlejuice the musical did. Maybe
Still
people
not
weren't,
get into
you know,
any of this
maybe
creepy
people
junk.
weren't ready for a horror musical is what it was, you know? Maybe that's the real problem.
The fact that it frightened you so much.
It was so good.
Freaking spooky.
I'll never stop saying that. Chronicle was a
Chronicle
found footage.
with these three kids that discover a meteor that gives himself telekinetic powers. Andrew goes insane with his powers. So Andrew Dittmer and Carrie White.
That adds up.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck you!
Stan. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming to the stream. Hope you're enjoying this whole thing, this whole shindig, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. It is a Ask Comic Anything stream.
Ask me anything. I'm willing to answer. I'm still waiting to answer. Ow!
Yeah, we're looking for questions.
I'm getting fucked up.
Oh, we're having fun.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Have you seen the Blair Witch Project?
It's
We're just on
not.
a horror train right now.
I have not. I have seen a Scooby-Doo parody, and honestly,
Oh, God.
I'll honestly live with that because I don't terribly have interest in found footage. The only quote-unquote found footage that I even remotely take any interest in is Surf's Up, but that's more styled to be a documentary.
I thought I was so...
But otherwise, I don't really have interest in the whole shaky cam shit, you know?
Totally thought you were
If-
going to say...
If there were that kind of low-budget horror movie that I would be willing to watch if someone sat me down to watch it, it would have to be Paranormal Activity, because that actually strikes me as interesting.
Ugh, I can never watch... What's it again? Gosh dang it. Cloverfield, that was...
Oh,
Never
Cloverfield?
again.
Oh, I loved Cloverfield. That was fun.
Hated it so much.
Why did you even watch it?
I should not have. I
It's a
wish I
suspense
hadn't.
thriller
It was
when you
on in
can't
the
see
background. Ew.
Look at how gross
You're
the
watching
colors are.
about found footage films. I was like... I would have mentioned Dipper's Guide to the Unexplained.
Ah, that's a good set of horror films. That's
Oh,
like
God.
Gravity Falls is like a horror gateway drug for like kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is
And
a great
I feel
starting
like that
point.
is gonna be a show that'll start kids on a path to really liking creepy things. And for me, it was The Nightmare Before Christmas. I grew up with Jack Skellington so much that I don't see skulls as creepy. If you don't have any eyeballs, you are a friend. Like, because like that's just what
Skeletons are friends now. This is just what the internet has done to us.
Attention monsters, my name is Papyrus.
That too. Absolutely that too.
I don't like
Both of
Paranormal
them.
Activity. You know, it's each to a taste, honestly.
Alright,
I
What's the
watched
question?
I watched what's it called? What is it called? Poltergeist. I didn't know what I expected, but it was okay. I don't know if I hyped it up in my head too much. Maybe I thought people talk about like Poltergeist as being one of those classic horror films in some regard, and it's like I expected something. I got not a lot out of it. Didn't dig it as much. Wasn't even scared by it. It was just kind of like, ooh, what a kind of unique monster design you got going there. If only I actually cared or found it
the
horrifying.
original or the remake?
Oh, Poltergeist? The original. Yeah, if there's a movie like that, like there's an original and there's a remake and there's a horror film, I'm probably gonna watch the Tim Curry It before I even touch whatever the hell the 2018 thing was. You know, because like it may not, like some people say it may have been cheesy and whatnot, but it actually looks pretty good. You know.
Hmm.
And why would you watch any old remake of The Shining when, like, Stanley Kubrick's sitting there, dead in his grave, saying, hey, I literally made this surrealist piece for you. I found that pretty fun for what it was. I kind of had to accept that it was much more surreal than I was anticipating. I kind of... Because part of the thing with horror, I feel like, works better when you have an established normality. feel like horror works a lot better when you're able to take something that people perceive as normal and then add an abnormal layer to it, not removing the normality at all. Cause like Five Nights at Freddy's, like the video games alone, you are familiar with animatronics either from Chuck E. Cheese or Disneyland, and so there's a connection and a familiarity and maybe even a friendliness with robotic animal characters. And so by taking that and adding the creepy "we are possessed by dead children" angle to it, it's like that kind of works on its for that, you know, what it's doing, you know.
One of the worst experiences was writing It's a Small World during the fireworks show. No one else was on it,
golly!
and I was just sitting here the entire time thinking, I really don't want to be in here.
I was, you know, I
Also,
kind of...
dang, Rocky putting the classics down.
Yeah, what do I do? Okay, I need to talk about that for a moment. Okay, so it was not only Disneyland, but it was Disneyland at Halloween time.
Yeah, too.
I was there with my sister here and one of our brothers, the aforementioned wizard.
Treasures! Busy keeps finding treasures.
What will we find now? Bunch of
Just
coins
found a bunch
from
of
all over
coins
the
from
world.
all over the world.
Oh, that's so nice.
Dang, you found a peso? Sorry, go on.
Anyway, so we were there at Halloween time, and basically, I'm one of those kind of guys, because we don't live in California anymore and we don't have annual passes anymore. It's like I gotta make the most out of my Disneyland trip. So it was our first night, and I wanted to make sure that Mary got her ride on Peter Pan's flight, but they closed the front half of Fantasyland while the fireworks are going. But the back half of Fantasyland is wide open. So you are completely in the free reign to go to It's a Small World. So we did. And boy, we looked at this. They had us all going in, you know, right? And the line was absolutely butt empty. There was nobody in line for this thing. And so we get on a boat, and it's like, we get on the boat, and it's like, then some other people get in the line behind us. And it's like, you know, this might actually be a little bit of a bad thing to do in the middle of night and, like, with nobody around. And then the people coming in line were like, oh, there are people in line. They're gonna get on the boat with us. And then they send us off. And it's like, oh, no.
Great.
And not only is the
vibe.
And then not only is the boat in front of us empty, but they put an empty boat between us and the other people in line. So there's an empty boat behind us, immediately behind us.
We're surrounded by ghosts. That is just the freaking vibe.
And some of the dolls' mouths were just stuck open, or they weren't moving, or both. And it was just like, you know, I'd always entertained the idea, just the sick, twisted bastard I am. What if Disney did a Halloween overlay for It's a Small World? And then I realized, oh yeah, that's right, it would actually traumatize people. And it was so
Autistic
terrifying.
Riders made a fantastic point. I enjoyed It's a Small World. I acted like I was possessed by singing the song creepily. That is a fantastic way to enjoy that ride.
The only way to stomach that ride really is at Christmas time, because it's got pretty decorations and you don't have to listen to the song all the way through. But me personally, I am one of those neurodivergents who will actually be able to stand listening to the same music over and over again.
You're on a search for thimbles, but you have only found like a myriad of different coins. Oh goodness. I wanted to ask this. Does anybody know, like, just small obscure characters? I've always been obsessed with them, whether it's Little Orange Bird or Little Squirt from World of Color, or gosh, freaking Chibi Robo.
Man.
Gosh, I just love these small obscure characters, especially like little guys.
Everybody watch me! Everybody watch me! Look at the skill I have! Even on expert mode, I never get hit by the tiger balls! Success!
I even like, gosh. You know like Bic brand pens? The little guy on the logo with the ballpoint head. Him too. He was another favorite of mine. Just like these just little, oh gosh. Little guys. Little obscure little guys.
Nice! Woohoo! Alright. Still
What did
no
you
focus.
find? Fizzy found something wholesome.
Oh,
What did you find? You better freaking tell us.
these are gonna be adorable.
Okay. If y'all know any small and obscure characters that you like or just know about for whatever reason, let me know. Cause gosh, love them. I'm trying to think of more. I mean, frick, not obscure, but a small boy.
Just a little
Wesley from Water Yonder. Remember him?
thing. Who was Wesley?
Wesley, you are the bestly. Really? You never watched that episode? What was it called?
No,
Gosh.
I've watched all the episodes of Wander Over Yonder, and I
Okay,
remember
he was-
Wesley, you are the bestly. I remember that.
Little
But
short
other
stout
than
boy.
that, I remember nothing. What?
Gosh, he was a little short stout watchdog.
Oh!
Him?
Oh! That
Yeah.
guy! Oh,
Yeah.
now okay. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Wesley the
Wesley.
Watchdog.
Yeah.
You mock my
Freaking
pay
adorable.
once, never again. As you wish.
Old family photos, weddings, gatherings, when I was a baby, my grandpa wearing a cat in the hat. Oh my gosh, you found a photo album. That's amazing. Oh gosh, it's wonderful.
That is awesome. I'm gonna get beamed by Gribby and Croaks 1,000 times over, and look at me, I'm gonna get Goopy LeGrand with... Nope, apparently not.
Chloe.
Skaboot. 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 Now that's how you do that.
Yeah. Just tiny characters. Love them. I forgot what the elves from Hilda were called.
Aren't they just elves?
Probably. I don't know if they have a name. They're so small. So freaking small. I can't think of any more. I thought like, there was a point where I could think of more, but I don't know. That is so nice.
If anybody has any more questions, feel free.
Yeah.
Because,
Feel free to ask us some questions. It's a question stream.
there we go. See, that only
Think
took
of
2
anything.
go-rounds. Ribby and Croaks had me at them for like 20... How long it took? I don't know.
When was the last time you guys had a treasure hunt?
Damn! I think we legitimately did something like that for a pirate-themed birthday, but I would have been like 8 or something. Or 14. I don't know. But, as far as last time we had like a legitimate treasure hunt...
I don't know about legitimate. I can only mention the only thing I can recall right now is like searching for hidden Mickeys and Disneyland rides
Oh!
and ride lines. There.
That would have been it. And that was literally last year. Just
Yowie
before-
Piglet, do you have a dad joke? Somebody has a dad joke. 2 guys walk into a bar, the third
Blanky
one
from
ducks.
Blanky from the Brave Little Toaster.
I never watched that, so but yeah.
Oof.
See, yeah, 2 guys walk into a bar, the third one ducks. That is definitely one of those jokes you just kind of. A treasure hunt.
Yeah, Mayor, I think that would actually qualify. When we were at Disneyland, literally
Searching
at the
for hidden
beginning of
Mickeys.
last... Damn it. When we were at the beginning
Yeah.
of last year, and we just looked around for all the hidden little secrets and stuff. Like, we found all those hidden little, we found these hidden little, engravings in the line for Peter Pan's flight of, like, pirate ship, anchor,
I do
feather.
wish I could like post pictures in the chat because like I just remembered I have a picture in my phone of a really close-up image of like one of those Mr. Toad busts from the
Oh
line.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I wish you'd send in the image of when we went to Disneyland with the Wizard back at Halloween time that I cropped of you and Captain Hook, because you were just looking at him with this weird fucking face.
Yeah! Do you have that picture?
Yes, I do. I think I used it as my profile picture once.
Oh gosh. That's awesome. Autistic Writer. Have you ever watched Brave Little Toaster?
Me? I tried. I watched the first so and such. I want to say I watched the first 15 minutes before thinking the pacing was a little too slow for my take. And
Okay, I was going to ask, was it boring or scary or what? What made you give up?
I can deal with scary, and I was looking forward to. So what exactly traumatized everybody about who watched this movie as a kid?
Somebody's mentioning a song called Worthless.
Worthless!
Which is apparently very depressing.
I
Wait,
was
do
in
you
the
know about
Indy
this?
500! I know things. Even if I haven't watched the movie all the way through, I've heard the songs and such.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
It could be pretty. It's pretty dark. Like in the first 5 minutes of the first
Seems like
first
one of
5
those
minutes of the
films.
movie, air conditioner commits suicide. Yeah, no, not a joke.
Okay!
You might actually wish it was a joke, but nope.
That's a film, alright, huh? My goodness.
The Disney animators went rogue.
When the chat doesn't ask us questions, I'm trying to think of questions for the chat. Maybe a bit of encouragement. Questions.
Welcome to the AUA as opposed to the AMA, I guess.
I don't know.
Tons of photo
finding-
albums. Memories.
never seen before.
Memories.
I haven't been to Disneyland since I was like 11. I should go sometime soon. Sometime after the
Well,
pandemic is over, being
yeah.
sometime soon, I'd hope.
Sometime soon would probably translate to 18 months from now. Because no guarantees about when the hell they're going to be open.
Gosh, I'm so glad you're finding all this awesome stuff, Fizzy. Treasures galore, just treasures everywhere. A cartoon you dislike but others like? Question for both of you.
That's an easy one for me. And the answer is Legend of Korra.
Yeah, I never watched.
Ow!
I haven't watched either. I haven't watched Avatar or Legend of Korra. I kind of want to watch Avatar. Cartoon you
We
dislike
will
but
get
others
to
like.
that. We will do it.
I gotta think about that. Gosh. Oh, also the same question, but a movie.
Okay, what's a movie I dislike that everybody likes?
Well, not necessarily, but somebody else, others. Not necessarily that everyone likes. For Autistic Writer, it's Titanic.
Well, I love Titanic, so.
I honestly have to agree with you there. I haven't seen it, but I have listened to it through a door, and I already don't like it because just.
You have a thing about drowning, though. That's.
Yes, I most certainly do.
That's not really a thing in terms.
Yeah,
of
no, that's not a
story or
mean movie.
anything.
That is not a mean movie. Zachary says Endgame.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with Zach on that one. That is a movie that I thoroughly dislike. I do not like that movie. It's like you put my investment of 20 movies over the course of like half a frackin' no, actually, not half a decade. You give me 20 movies over 10 years and I'm dedicating my time to this whole universe, and then you decided to bring the whole Back to the Future bullshit into it, and it's like now you're asking too much of me at this point, and my investment like at a certain point just goes like I cannot. It's not even a lack of time to invest, it's a lack of wanting to invest, and it's like I can't do that. I can't keep up with that. It's just no.
I have decided that for my question on movies, I have to say Knives Out for another personal reason.
don't like Titanic because it popularized based on a true story. You know what? On that term, I think we can agree. But otherwise, I think Titanic is a wonderful, wonderful piece.
Who wants to hear a true story? We want our gosh dang whimsical worlds and whatnot.
Well, part of the thing is Titanic probably wouldn't have flown as a movie as it was if it didn't actually happen. You know, there's probably like an argument to be made. Is like, this is so absurd. Hollywood audiences wouldn't buy the chipped paint off of this shit, and it's like. But it actually happened, so it's like, yeah, gotta give it some credit on that end.
I'm genuinely having trouble of thinking of a show that I don't like that others do. Oh, well, I didn't say gosh. Frickin'.
You know, I actually have a second answer to that question about shows that other people like, but I do not like. And it's kind of a Shakespearean tragedy in a way, because I did used to like this show, and the show is called Miraculous Ladybug.
What happened?
It has just... Miraculous Ladybug is the story of two Parisian kids who get magical jewelry to try to fight a evil butterfly man. And
gosh,
I loved that show. It was very entertaining, and I liked what it was doing with its story and its characters, but then it had to go and absolutely, like, make shit up off the top of its head and just, like, lead the audience on to this, like, just, like, with all these little teases and, like, maybe they'll discover each other, maybe they'll finally get together, maybe, but, you know, like, you know what, asshole, fulfill on it or don't bother at all, you know, because it's tired enough when you have more than one show that does it, but when you have Miraculous Ladybug not only doing it, but doing it so brazenly, it's just disgusting. And I also hate it even more so for that, because I did like the show, and I invested time in it. And it wasn't even like a Marvel situation where it was like, there's like 20 different movies and 5 bajillion characters. It's 2 characters in one television show. And it's like, for the love of ass, you get me invested in this only to rip away everything that I'm actually want to see. It hurts. It hurts. And it's like, it's a pain in the ass. Pain in my ass.
The only show I can think that I don't like that others do would probably be Danganronpa, because frick, it creeps me out for, well, obvious reasons. I had another point, but I'm not sure what it was. What was it? Gosh, dang it.
Do a little dance, Cuphead. Mugman. Mughead. Cupman. Shut up. I'll take more questions now at this time, while I go and get a little more drinky for my Cuphead.
Yeah.
By the size of my hand, compared to the size of this cup, you can tell that I am an incredibly healthy individual.
You say that.
I'm making a little crack at myself, a little tomfoolery at my own expense.
Oh, I just remembered what I was gonna say. Okay, most overrated movie scene. That's a question for you.
Most overrated movie scene. Okay, let's see. I want to say the answer for this is easy.
That is hard.
It is not.
I feel like you're gonna say something about Frozen.
If you want an overrated movie scene, look no further than, like, the death of Bambi's mother. I wanna give a more original answer though, because that's a little too, like, point blanket. Overrated movie scene.
It's really hard. Ah.
I'm gonna try to give an interesting answer, and just give a reason why. I'm gonna say that a really overrated movie scene is Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I await your gasps and like appalled expressions while I explain why I think that is. Because Frollo is the bad guy and is the most developed and real Disney villain. He's a perv, all right? I think the only pass you get is that Disney doesn't do overtly pervy villains like that, you know, who are very private about their pervidness, you know. Jafar was very upfront with, I want to marry Jasmine so that I can get the friggin' throne. And, like, otherwise, like, he probably wouldn't have been doing shit. Frollo was a legit creep. And Hellfire is, like, it's like, what do people talk about? They talk about how the depth, Frollo's depth, he doesn't have any. He's a creep, and he's trying to ask God for mercy on his soul, which, you know, anyone might, you know? You don't have to be religious to ask for God to have mercy on your soul because you're feeling horny for someone. It's like, that is, religiousness is not a requirement for that pedigree. And also, the creepy visuals! The visuals are so stunning! Yeah, but Disney did much like that in the past. The forest from Snow White, all of Fantasia, including the Night on Bald Mountain especially. The donkey transformation scene from Pinocchio
Oh,
is
I hate that
creepier.
so much.
That
Yeah, I hate
is-
that.
So you want to talk about Disney's artistry? Hellfire is just one in a grab bag of artistic Disney scenes. It is
When
not.
did this
it is
story
not
take
even-
place?
It is not even stand out, you know?
When did the story take place? 1700s, 1800s?
Hunchback?
Yeah.
It took place in Disney-era fantasy France, because Disney kind of borrows and grab bags things from whatever it gleans from its research trips. It really doesn't even, like, ultimately. Yeah. What about the music? Even the music isn't that special. The lyrics are by the same guy who did the lyrics for Wicked, which is a +1 for me. But as far as the music is concerned, I personally think that the Bells of Notre Dame is much more intense for the overall story of that piece, you know? The Bells of Notre Dame in and of itself also uses the melody from Hellfire in a very interesting way, but it also uses the Dies Irae. Well, actually, no, it doesn't use the Dies Irae, it uses the words Dies Irae being chanted, and it's like, that in and of itself puts it a mile above, like, the mea culpas of Hellfire. But, you know, and it's like, and I just talked about Carrie the Musical, so I have a high standard for what makes things creepy in music, or at least I have a different standard for what makes things creepy in music.
Zachary Martin asks, favorite fictional world?
Oh, wow! Okay. You are evil. That is I hate you.
That's a hard question. Yeah.
You can't do that. Picking favorite fictional worlds is like picking favorite flavor of Pringles. I can't do that. Ah, man, that is a horrible question.
Really hard. I mean, right now.
See, it's like, you could ask that question and you might think the answer could be something so complicated and, like, intricate, like Avatar. Or it could be something as simple and, relatively grounded as Inception. It's like we just have a machine that can allow you to enter a person's mind and enter their dreams. It's like, and that's a simple concept, but it's a good idea, and the movie does it well. Inception is highly overrated, but it works, and there's a reason why people like it.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I have to say a thing.
Yeah.
Like my first answer to this was, I know this is an asking comic stream, but my first answer to this was I really like Wander Over Yonder and the places that had. Very fun and creative and sometimes sort of whimsical or like what's the word? I don't know. Like the art style really flowed in so many ways. And yeah, I really do like all the different places you'd end up there. And my next answer, well, I was going to mention the one thing I can say that I like about the Lorax movie.
Ah.
That being, gosh, they made the Truffula Forest look like a place that I would so want to go to.
You can ask me a favorite
Like,
character.
I wanna be there.
You can ask me a favorite story, but you cannot ask me a favorite world.
Yeah.
There's too many reasons to go back to all of them, you know?
Yaoi Piglet says Studio Ghibli is my favorite world.
Well, if we're going on that logic, then my favorite world is Universal Studios!
Busy says, I can think of a bunch of worlds that are enjoyable, but I wouldn't want to live in any of them.
You know, you're probably right about that. Most of the worlds that are really fun
Yeah.
in fiction are the worlds where shit's fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, like My Hero Academia, right?
It's the end of the world as we fuck! It happened again! Look at the screen
happened?
right now, Mare.
What happened?
I accidentally did an S rank on Beppy the Clown. It happened
Oh, God, dang
again.
it. Oops. Dang.
It's like, it just proves how easy Beppy the Clown is when you're not getting hit by shit. You know, if anybody calls Cuphead luck-based, they're playing expert mode. I'll probably concede to that. You have to be of a very high skill bar to get through expert mode alive.
Starting to feel
Especially
that.
with the S ranks.
Huh.
Finding
Just
lots
got
of
my-
photos of old family dogs. Oh.
That's adorable! Oh my gosh!
Did your family have
What
a lot of big dogs or little dogs?
Itty bitty dogs, Mississippi
wait.
dogs.
I'm
Oh my god.
I'm gonna turn up the sound real quick.
I like the bitty dogs with a bow tie. Which you guys did.
It's nice to rest your
Oh gosh.
eyes and
Are you doing
maybe
the...
go outside. Grab a book and get some air. So what are you waiting for? Why not take a quick break? Tune the radio. There's yours to do, there's
Yeah, my gosh,
Lee's
dang it.
break. Strum the old banjo. You can practice your Lindy Hop, bum 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 bum, and maybe later sing with your barbershop. Why not take a little quick break, then come back for more, then come back for more. Please come back for more.
It's such a good song.
It is a good song. Sorry about that. They say there are both big and small dogs.
Big dogs, itty bitty dogs. Damn, Kami, you found one of my weaknesses. A great barbershop quartet.
It's so good, yeah.
Optimus
Oh,
Prime is pretty damn good. I ought to admit, they're fun.
That's right. That's what.
I wish
okay.
I wish they just had more. You know, I just want to hear them do more songs. You know, their YouTube
Okay.
channel is tiny. I want to see more of them. They blend so well. I love their voices. I just gotta hear more of them. You know.
What is as a question for me? What is a show that you probably wouldn't care about if it weren't for really good animation in some places?
That's interesting.
Because I've got one.
Say it, Mayor.
PJ Masks. Gosh, I work with kids sometimes. I'll like be over cleaning for moms, and in the background their kids will be watching some kids show, and I'll watch PJ Masks. And I did this for like some like Asian family at one point, and I just saw it on in the background. I'm like, oh okay, PJ Masks, seen that before. And then I watched the freaking transformation sequence. Like by night they become the PJ Masks, and it's the oh my gosh. The 2D animation over top is so freaking good, and I have to find who did that. I gotta find a demo reel or something.
My
Otherwise,
sister is an absolute fanatic. You show her a good cartoony Pam Wow effect over 3D animation especially, and she'll lose her mind.
Oh god, freaking Spider-Verse! Spider-Verse in general
Now,
is so good.
the question was about what would you not care about if it weren't for some moments
if
of
it weren't for
really
some
great
bits of really good animation, yeah.
Kubo and the Two Strings, maybe?
Oh gosh.
But the whole thing is well animated, so it's like, that's
like,
hard.
Yeah, it's almost like what happened with Wolfwalkers. It's like the story is very basic, but it's freaking beautiful.
Well, no, see, I don't think that's fair. Wolfwalkers had a more, like, unique story compared to Kubo from what our exposure media has been, you know?
Yeah.
Our standpoint.
Yeah.
Because part of what makes a story feel unique compared to something else is going to be how much exposure to stories you have, you know?
I was surprised by how many 2D animated elements are in PJ Masks. Like, there was one, freaking, like, there was an episode of, like, there's a scientist villain kid. All the, like, important characters are children, including the villains. And he was, like, shooting rotten eggs at everything to stink up the town. And every, like, splat of a rotten egg on the ground was 2D animated. I'm just sitting here like, how many of these are uniquely animated? I don't know which ones of these are, like, reused assets. But, ooh, Yaoi Piglet has a good question. Top 5 voice actors you would love to meet.
Okay. Top 5 voice actors I would love to meet.
What's your
I've
number
gotta
one?
meet Jim Cummings before he leaves this earth, man. I
Oh,
love that guy.
God.
Love that guy.
Gosh. Jim Cummings is
So
fucking
that's one of the voice actors I want to meet. I definitely want to meet. I want to meet either Tara Strong or Nancy Cartwright. Damn it. Man.
Remind me who Nancy Cartwright did.
Bart Simpson and Rufus the Naked Mole Rat.
Oh yeah. Dang, I forgot about that parallel. I'm not here to write your list for you, but I do want to name one that I love to meet, and that would be Tom Kenny.
I was just gonna
Absolutely.
say, Monsieur Tom Kenny.
Frick yes.
Oh, fuck myself.
Everybody's favorite sponge and
Ice King.
angry eyeball. Oh yeah, him too. Why do I always forget about Ice King? My top 2 of him are just like, Commander Peepers and SpongeBob.
Which are essentially the same voice but with different tones.
Yeah, he was in one of the Mickey Mouse cartoons as well.
He was in a few of the Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Dang, really?
Yeah, you just gotta check his IMDb. Even if it's just doing miscellaneous voices. Like,
What are some others that you'd like to meet?
so let me count. Jim Cummings, Tara Strong,
Yep.
Tom Kenny,
Yep.
Rob Paulson, and
Oh yeah, Rob Paulson.
Shit, who else?
Hard to choose, huh?
You know, I can't pick a 5th one, cause it's like, you gotta think really hard about it, and it's like, if you're gonna meet anyone, I would want to meet everyone.
There's that. I mean, you meet the ones in the film industry. Are there any in, like, productions you've seen online that you'd like to meet? Like Has-Been Hotel or Billy Bust Up or anything like that?
You know, if that were to be the case, I'd want to meet Gabriel Brown then.
Oh, what did he do?
Black Griffin. He's the voice of the dead owl in the.
Oh
in the
yeah,
best of.
yeah. Barnaby.
Barnaby.
Autistic Writer says Tara Strong, Gray Griffin, Rob Paulson, Jennifer Hale, and Jim Cummings.
Jennifer Hale's a good one.
Oh my gosh, Yellow Piglet got to meet Jess Hurnell.
Oh. Now, I did probably leave a few off of the list just on the principle that I did go to Rose City Comic Con, and I have a video on my channel about that. And I met Zach Callison,
right.
Olivia Olson, and the woman who did the voice of Ash Ketchum.
Oh dang, I don't know who she's called. Gosh dang it.
And I
There's
want
you do a
and
video of her.
my word, this is gonna be emotional for some people probably. But I also met Carol Spinney.
Okay.
Carol Spinney is the late original performer of Big Bird.
Of sorry, of who?
Got
Of what?
Carol Spinney. He was the puppeteer voice and behind Big Bird.
Oh.
And now he's in the big nest in the sky.
Autistic Writer met R.L. Stein.
That
Wait,
ought to
you
be
mean
interesting.
Goosebumps R.L. Stein?
Well, I don't imagine they mean Jack Black.
That's a good one, actually, Jack Black.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A voice actor specifically has a talent for using their voice alone. So I feel like you really gotta pick from veteran voice actors, you know?
Yeah.
Like, your Alex Hirsch would probably count to a certain degree because he never really did a live action performance. Or like, I'd probably want to put on my list as runner-ups any creators of shows who did voices in their shows. And not just cameos, I mean like actually played a mainstay character of the cast. So it would be like Alex Hirsch for Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah.
Or I know there was another one. There are definitely other shows where the voice actor is also the creator of the show.
I think I can't be too sure, but I'm pretty sure the guy who made OKKO voiced Radicles. Betty White is still around, yeah?
Betty White?
Yeah.
Great word, Betty White. If she is, I'm impressed.
I mean, she was in, I don't know if you watched it, she was in, Forky Asks a Question, which is fairly recent.
Oh, that's right, yeah! Oh, she
I'm looking it up, I'm freaking
yeah,
looking it up.
she and Mel Brooks and some others did cameos in Toy Story 4, that's right.
She's still here!
She's still here!
Age 99!
Dick Van Dyke and Betty White, they will live forever.
God, every time I hear a performance from Jim Cummings, I just think, I hope this man just stays forever. Gosh.
I think the filter's ruining my chances here.
With what? What's the deal?
I can't tell which of the little pips from the octopus are pink
Oh
or yellow.
no. Oh no.
Oh, speaking of octopus! See? I got hit by a yellow one.
Dick Van Dyke consulted on WandaVision.
It looks interesting, I'll say that, about WandaVision. It's like, that's an aesthetic that appeals to me. But Vision is way too close an association to the Marvel Universe. If WandaVision was about what Captain America's wife was doing when he wasn't around, I might be more interested.
Oh.
But yeah, otherwise, yeah. But yeah, no, I can definitely tell that in, that's a pretty, yeah.
These are some great questions, you guys.
At least we're getting questions.
Yeah. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours.
I say we go to 9 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
And we wrap it up around there.
Autistic Writer is looking forward to. Oh, I'm waiting to March to watch all the episodes, and for me, I'm looking forward to What If. I don't know what that is.
I think that's Marvel What If, I think, like is the full title.
I saw an ad for something on Disney Plus called, I think, Pixar Popcorn.
Yeah, they're, like, I think
Little
they're
short
basically...
stories about the characters. Oh, here's a question. Do you have any pets?
Oh, we have 2 rabbits named
We
Rabbit
do.
and Costello.
Oh, God. It's, yeah. That used to be a very different question to ask because, like, well, to answer, because, our mother has a baking business at home, so we can't have any indoor pets, so we've got a little rabbit hutch outside for them, and that's pretty much the only reason we can have them. Because we got a hutch for them. Before that, it was fish.
Oh. Ooh, now that's an interesting question. What kind of rabbits and how old are they? Mary, you know more about the rabbits than I do, so answer that one.
I really don't.
Well then, I guess
gosh.
we're screwed.
We don't know what kind of rabbits they are, or how old they are.
Well,
We're the indoor people. We don't pay enough attention.
they are not dwarf, and they are not Angora, because they aren't that big, but there's some
They're
big...
yeah,
but
but they are getting very chumby.
There's
since we
some
got them.
big mother hoppers right out there. They are.
Big boys.
Huge.
Tell us about the rabbits. Which one is rabbit and which one's Costello? We've got one
Okay,
that's
rabbit
white and brown
is,
and one that's black and white.
Rabbit is, I think Rabbit is wearing the suit, so he's the one that's black and white, and,
Costello.
he kind of looks like he's wearing, like, a waistcoat, and...
Yeah.
And Costello is kind of just patchy brown and white. I think that's... I had a rabbit called Bugsy because I didn't want to call him Bugs Bunny. Captain Britain was a mutant. Wait, what? Did we miss
Alternate
something?
scenarios in the MCU, like if Peggy Carter became Captain America, but she becomes Captain Britain.
You know, I'd watch that. I'd watch the hell out of that.
I recently had the thought while I was cleaning. I do a lot of cleaning for people, but I recently had the thought of just like, Bugs Bunny. That's a name, and I never questioned it. I never questioned the fact that he's a bunny. He's not a bug. That's a weird name for a bunny, isn't it? I never questioned it.
I also had a
That seems like
called
something I would have
Sausage.
questioned if I had been introduced to it later in life, then maybe I would have questioned that. But earlier on, it's just like, I'm accepting this as fact. I also had a guinea pig called Sausage, because my mom called me that.
A great slam and
That sounds freaking adorable.
Get a load of how gross the colors are in two-strip mode.
Oh, dear gracious, no. It's like the background is trying to look like a coral color, but the grays do not help. The grays... It looks like the freaking astral plane from D&D. Oh, I can't believe this. Oh, back.
Well, I'm going to
Violent
die. Okay,
I'm loving hearing about
maybe.
your guys' pets. Gosh. Do y'all have a favorite instrument to hear in a song sometimes? Whether you play it or not, do you have a favorite instrument?
Do I have a favorite instrument?
No, I'm asking the chat, but you can answer too.
Well, if I have a favorite instrument... Nothing beats out the versatility of the piano, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it tells you.
Freaking it's, to me, I've got like, there's just such fun and bouncy instruments out there sometimes. Like, I love hearing whether I'm listening to something bouncy or something sneaky, I love hearing pizzicato strings. And if I'm listening
hey,
to like,
don't leave the
yeah?
tiny pianos and xylophones out on that front.
Yeah, well, my point. Ooh, wait, what? Oh, instrumental. Oh, okay. Autistic Writer says, piano, my favorite instrumental is from Corpse Bride.
Now that's an even more interesting question.
Favorite instrumental?
I think it would probably have to be what we're listening to right now, and that is the soundtrack to Cuphead.
Yeah, Nathan Comic loves the Cuphead.
I love me some jazz, and I can trace it back to my childhood. All the way back to Bear in the Big Blue House.
This right here is a 30s kid. No.
Well,
No. You're a cartoon kid.
I was born in the 90s, but my soul came from the 1930s.
I just, instruments I love hearing sometimes out of nowhere is I'll be listening to, like, Nintendo music, like, from Mario Kart or Wii Fit, and I'll just hear, like, a banjo or an accordion and go, ooh, that's a pleasant surprise. I like that. I'll just go into the comments section of the OST and go, accordion! And see who responds. Somebody goes, Calliope? And I'm like, I think so.
Mario is built for Calliope, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
The music
really?
of Mario is just Calliope all the way.
Oh my word. Mario Super Sluggers, I don't know if you've heard of the game, but the OST is very good, and I'm thinking about, like,
No!
there
Died.
was a ballpark based off Yoshi, and it had, like, a carnival OST to it. It was so, just...
Ooh, that's a good question!
Yeah.
Right there.
Ooh, okay, favorite reanimated video on YouTube? Oh, shoot.
That is an excellent question. I love the Dover Boys reanimated.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. One of my favorites to come back to is Mama Luigi. No, yeah, Mama Luigi.
Mama Luigi!
Oh gosh. Oh.
Use your iframe, sit in your face, and then move away! These are Cuphead. These are Cuphead.
Y'all better name your favorite reanimatids, because this is a good question.
That is an excellent question.
The We Are Number One just came out today.
Wait. They reanimated We Are Number One?
Only, it was the whole episode, but it was only partially, like, not all the,
Wait. You're telling me they did a reanimated of Robbie's Dream Team?
Yes? And let me
I
explain.
don't know! I've never caught him before!
Let me explain. It was only partially. Like, not all the submissions were... There's a disclaimer at the beginning of the video if you want to watch it.
Oh. That's almost a shame! You know? 'Cause, like,
The
that
project was
so
basically...
cool.
The project was basically canceled, but there were a lot of submissions, so the video was submitted anyway with, like, just the animated bits. Mostly the animated bits. And it's good. I do like it.
Yeah, just get hit at that point. Okay.
Oh boy.
Fire away, Grim's
oh
Peak!
no.
Eat my
Izzy hasn't seen a lot of
booty!
animated. Autistic Redder says, Courage the Cowardly Dog Barber episode. You mean,
Yes!
What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
What's his name?
Hello, dear friends. My name is Fred. These words you hear are in my head.
Fred.
Freaky Fred.
Freaky Fred, that was it.
Freaky Fred.
The Dover Boys one
That
is very
was
good.
amazing! And so creepy. I loved
Can't
it.
watch it.
No, you
I
can't.
kind of skimmed through it because I didn't even like, gosh, Gooseworks part creeped me the frick out too much.
You think Gooseworks' part in the Dover Boys reanimated was freaky? Well, sister.
Oh no, that part was fun in the Dover Boys reanimated. And, frick.
If there was an animator that I loved seeing in the Dover Boys reanimated, it would be the Flippin' Ding Dong.
Flippin' Ding Dong, that's the name I
Anybody
was
else
trying to think. He
remember
had
Flippin'
two
Ding
parts.
Dong? Flippin' Ding
had
Dong
two
was
parts.
amazing.
He's so good.
He did How to Survive Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and
Yes!
so I
Oh
just
my God.
played A Hat in Time. And what was another one?
That bit and gosh, I don't know what
Little
the name
Trailer
was.
Annie was a nice one.
Yeah. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen a channel called, I already forgot what it was called. My brain sucks. Flippin' Ding Dong. Look them up. Very good
And
content.
he was also the guy, the
Very
animator.
unique animation style, I'd say.
Well, not just that, but the guy, the animator himself, was once the voice of Doggy D. Dachshund of D-Tunes, which
Oh, I didn't.
I
What?
really miss that voice for him.
Did not know that.
Yeah, Doggy
That's a
changed
thing I
voice.
did not
Yeah,
know.
Doggy changed voice
Oh.
actors quite. SpongeBob Help Wanted. Hey, what about the reanimated for SpongeBob? The one with the song that everybody likes. The band class. Sweet Victory. What was it
Squidward's
called?
Band.
What?
Squidward's Band?
Yeah, but what was the episode called?
I'm really trying to think.
It's called Band Geeks.
Band Geeks, that was it.
That would be it.
Was there a reanimated of that?
Yeah, look it up.
It was. I just remember watching a freaking recreation of an Animal Crossing because people would keep doing stuff like that.
Well, you've done it. You've gone and taken my dreams and crushed them into little bite-sized pieces. No, don't bother showing up tomorrow. I'll tell him you died in a marching accident.
I mean, the Flag Brothers did.
They really did.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Do instruments of torture count?
No.
Eat
Oh.
my bullet!
Cartoon All-Stars deserves a remake. Change my mind.
Not only does it deserve a remake, but the song has a really trippy reanimated that you'll all have to watch right now.
Oh yeah. That one's wild. I
There's a
like.
million wildly wonderful things to say now.
I saw.
Oh,
My brother and
so
I.
boring.
Okay, my brother and I. Who was it? How do I describe him? I'm just gonna call him Mormon the Goat. Doesn't for his sake. You know the one I'm talking
Sound
about.
effect right there.
In that case. Hey. So I was me and my brother, I'm gonna call him Mormon the Goat for simplicity. We're in my room with my microphone just sitting in the corner. We were just saying random things. Just improvising crap. To see if I could animate over it. And one of the things that I just kind of muttered was like, there's a million wild and wonderful ways to
Hey,
say
Autistic
no.
Writer, I'm going to change your mind right now with one word. Sequel. Cartoon All-Stars needs a sequel. Let's not ignore that the original exists. Let's build on it. We're gonna ride this train home. We're gonna build the Cartoon All-Stars cinematic universe, baby. We're gonna connect this shit. We're gonna weave a tapestry of ridiculosity about your favorite cartoon characters telling you not to. Holy fuck!
Yes?
I killed the seahorse!
Oops. My point was, I just sang him that little bit of the song and asked, did you ever hear that before? And he's like, no, there's one way to say no. It's no. Goodness. Map. Multi-animator project.
Ah, yes. Up
Don't
map.
get confused.
Reanimateds are essentially very well organized multi-animator projects. Where everybody runs on a very specific script and sounds and whatnot. Everything's already been pre-edited for them. I do not like the state of...
This match will
She
get
just keeps
red
screwing you
hot.
over like that, doesn't she?
You're up.
Again, if she didn't freeze you into a big old fat stony ice cube, then it would be easier to do this boss fight. She would be on the same difficulty level as Dr. Call. Fittingly
Yeah,
enough,
I've heard that as well, Autistic Writer. I don't quite remember what it means off the top of my head, but it ain't good. So I think we gotta start specifying multi-animator projects. Apparently MAP is an acronym for something not appropriate now.
uh-oh, what'd they do?
I think it's about curves, but I'm not gonna get into it. Because I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Minimum advertised price, not what I'm talking about, thank you. God. Oh, crud.
Get
I
it?
found it.
Get it! Get it! Get it!
Anywho. Questions.
Questions. Yes, you've got them. Questions. Come on, give them.
Hand them over.
Your questions. Hand them over.
Squish our brains. Ask us things.
I'm sorry. I believe it's massage our brains.
I thought it was pick our brains. I'm not sure.
Why do you want people picking at your brains? They ain't doctors. They ain't medical professionals if the capacity
You all
to do
aren't.
that.
You're not qualified, are you?
You're not qualified, are you?
Yeah, if you all have questions for Comic, or if you care about this ominous voice in the background,
And I'm getting texted.
feel free to ask things. Do. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Too true.
This is a wise person talking.
We appreciate your wisdom. Not this way.
Well, I had to try.
Saying of the century. Yeah. I mean, especially now. I mean, you certainly don't want to pick your friend's nose while social distancing. That would be difficult.
I mean, it's a matter of wanting to. You want to pick your friend's nose?
They say you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Let's say you can't. That doesn't say whether or not you want to. Like, is that a thing you desire? Okay, favorite quote from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! I'm only saying that because that's pretty much all I remember.
Yeah, I don't know anything as well. The only thing I know, honestly, the only thing I know was that Weird Al voiced a squid.
The only thing I know is that Gilbert Gottfried was Santa Claus.
Oh, the only other thing I know is that you animated a lip sync test with him once.
Ah, yes.
Long ago in a
just
galaxy
remember.
far away.
It's in the Fairest and Friends 3-year anniversary, actually. So
Don't
if
swallow
anybody
this
wants
gum.
if anybody wants to find that.
I don't know. It will only be 2 weeks is a good one. Quotes, that is. That's Zachary Martin. Oh, Autistic Rider wants to know about your lip sync test. He's got a video.
I did a lip sync test of Grim from Billy and Mandy going, yeah, just remember, don't swallow this gum. Why not?
Trust me, you don't want to know. If I had skin, you'd be crawling all over the place.
I'm sorry, why am I hybridizing Jamaican and Indian? I am not good at
Yeah, but
deciphering those
where can
accents.
they find this animation?
It's smack dab in the middle of the 3-year anniversary of Fairest and Friends. If y'all want us to find
It's a video. You can look at it.
the whole clip is sandwiched in there. So
Yeah, it's there.
and I can always like put it up on Twitter afterward, I suppose. So you just have the thing to look at. And marvel over how crappy my language was.
I'm beginning to get that punched in the arm feeling.
You gotta take some more pain meds for that.
It's not horrible. It's only when I move my arm. Well,
Yeah, and that's
heck,
part of the
only, like,
reason why you want to take some medication.
Probably.
Hey, which arm did you get?
Left, obviously. I was still drawing
Thank
Phantom.
God. You and
I
I
hadn't
are
finished coloring him.
you and I are of a similar mindset. You need your working arm.
We're artists. We need to draw with this. Oh, goodness. Yeah, if y'all got questions, go ahead and ask them. Every time it gets remotely quiet in the chat, I'm gonna go, hey! Freaking question us! Also, Autistic Rider says, I'll jab you good, you filthy bug. Grim Adventures quote.
That sounds like a thing that would be said.
Who said that? I'd like
I
to
said it
know.
sounds like a thing that would be said. I didn't say I knew who said it.
No, I'm asking Autistic Rider. Which character was that? There was also a Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Billy to Jeff the Spider. Okay. I don't know.
Finally.
Did you beat the fish?
And if this is how long it takes me to just beat her on expert mode and only have 2 hit points at the end and only getting... Yeah, so if this is how long it takes for me to get her on expert mode and getting hit once, imagine how much longer it would take for me to have S-ranked it, which I already did. Gaze upon my...
Okay, what is a really good show that everybody would know?
What's a good show everyone would know?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You want a good show that everyone would know, and probably insanely quotable, you'd pick between 2 very yellow characters. SpongeBob and The Simpsons.
Yeah. I want to know y'all's favorite quotes, like, in general.
Yeah, just pick a favorite cartoon quote, and just...
Like, in general, yeah. Cartoon movies,
things...
give us your favorite quote.
It really just is a matter of...
And I know Zachary is going to flood the chat with these, probably, maybe.
I hope not.
If he feels like it.
Give everybody a turn!
He knows plenty. Oh, goodness. Now I'm trying to... We were, like, compiling our favorite out-of-context bits from VeggieTales, and I'm trying to think of some of them.
The brakes only work on the ground, so try to stay on the ground.
I didn't know that was optional. Avatar. Am I a joke?
Oh, man, I know Avatar, but I'm...
Here goes.
Is it the...
Said it.
Which one?
What are you talking about?
Airbender Avatar?
I'm fairly certain, because I definitely didn't watch the James Cameron one.
Okay.
Yet.
But you know that a character from Avatar you know about? Oh, any quote from Ghost Stories? Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
You're up.
So it is, Last Airbender Avatar.
I'd certainly imagine so. But I'm trying
Well,
to,
that seems to be what autistic
it
writers
sounds, it sounds like a Sokka line.
Because these pajamas are gay. Oh gosh. That's a good show. Oh wait. Oh, I had a character who I totally thought would be voiced by,
I got a question.
Dizzy Studios. Do you ever get those moments where you find something and take a mental note to use it later and then leave it alone before remembering about it and much later on and forgetting where you left it?
All the friggin' time! I am such a mother friggin' scatterbrain.
Yeah, we all are, I'd say. See you, Yahweh Piglet. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. What was I gonna mention? Frick. Oh yeah. I've got one character who I feel like would be voiced by Jack McBrayer, and I knew one sort of bit of a story in particular where they would just be very spooked out. So I kept watching that one episode of Wander Over Yonder, the heebie-jeebies, because Jack McBrayer screaming. And so one of my favorite quotes would be, "I'm getting really tired of screaming." Autistic Writer says,
Referring to Sokka's poor drawing of Appa, realizing
like
that
him to
Toph
me.
is blind. That's right!
Yeah. Why do you feel the need to do that?
I love it.
Oh man, you're having one of those moments right now?
Good night, Yao Piglet.
Oh, one of those moments right now that you just described. Yeah, good night, Piglet.
Sleep well.
Seems Fizzy Dizzy has had a moment where you find something and take a mental note and use it later and then leave it alone for remembering about it later on and forgetting where you left it. So,
Right
oof. Yeah. Fizzy's having that mood moment.
Is this why they can't find any thimbles?
I don't know, maybe.
2 minutes! I breached 2 minutes by a whole 19 seconds!
Dang. Hoops.
Hoops, indeed. I think it goes a little bit beyond hoops.
Aren't they the best, those moments? Goodness.
I think getting pretty close to the.
Shoot. A moment ago, my phone and my computer were a little out of sync. Because I was occasionally using my phone to look at the chat, so I'd be facing the microphone.
Mm.
But now that I've got them totally in sync.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. So... Yeah, quotes. There's that.
Right. So, do we have any more? Do we have any more questions before we completely log off? Got a couple more minutes.
I'm afraid that's not possible, and that's coming from a guy who just swam 2,000 nautical miles without arms or legs.
I think it was 92 nautical miles.
2,000 is a lot. I say it's 92. Yeah. Ooh for do. Anybody else got any questions?
Just a little bit. We'll wrap this up.
What
here.
will the next stream be?
Is that the question?
Yes.
Ah, that is the question. Alright, I'll answer that question last, but let's go ahead with...
Is it true that there is a place in a man's head that if you shot it, the head will explode?
That's not a question, that's a quote.
Are you sure? Oh. How do you stay awake late at night? Don't go to bed. I don't know, drink soda,
no, it's
coffee,
how do you stay awake at night? You can't tell, Mayor, but I'm pointing at myself. But so,
I can tell.
how I stay awake at night is I just find something that occupies my time and distracts me from being tired. I can be a pretty blatant... Don't go to bread!
Don't go to bread.
That's a good answer. But yeah,
gracious.
no, actually bread could probably make you sleepy if you're having trouble sleeping. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I just find something that holds my attention and distracts me from sleep. Sometimes the tiredness does overtake me, though. I have pulled an all-nighter before, and...
Disney wants a non-coffee answer, yeah.
You need a non-coffee answer. Okay, the non-coffee answer for staying awake at night. If you plan to stay up all night and into the morning, sleep very well the days before, for one. Sleeping in a couple of days ahead of time can help, so that you can just be extra rested and stay up for a full 48 hours. But otherwise, eat well, and maybe don't plan to stay up the whole night. Is there a Discord group?
Stay healthy, y'all.
Stay healthy.
No,
yes.
there is no Comic Auzi Discord group.
I don't know. Maybe if I make a Patreon and people are willing to give me money, I'll go ahead and start.
If I mentioned a Discord group at any time, it was probably the Billy Bust Up one.
Yeah, that was like 3 hours ago, and I don't think any of the people here are gonna remember that. And now to answer the last question, because it is past 9 o'clock, what will the next stream be? I imagine that the next stream will be me drawing something, maybe even touching up the background because the theater background that we have on right now is kind of a little bit of a slap job at the last minute before the Among Us stream, and I'd like to touch it up and make it look a little nicer.
I did want to make some art pointers on that, that the lighting should all be coming, or at least a good amount of it should be coming from the screen itself.
Yeah, well, I'm matching a different kind of aesthetic that wouldn't.
Okay, well.
Anyway. It just needs more texture.
11 where I'm from. Go to bed.
That explains why all my all-nighters mess me up so much. You're all-night. Wait, all your all-nighters. Fizzy Dizzy Studios, go the fuck to sleep.
How many all-nighters? Go to sleep.
Man.
Yo. Go to bed. We care about you. Seriously. It's only like 9:02 where we're at. We're not.
Hey, it's Friday. Even if there wasn't school going on, tomorrow's Saturday. Everybody sleeps in. All right. And if you're Jewish, Saturday is the holiest of all days. So everybody relax. Have a good Saturday. You're gonna watch movies? All right. Prince of Egypt was my sleepy time movie as a kid, so it might work for you. But until next time, I'm gonna have to give a grandy old farewell to all of you. I ask that you take care of yourselves, stay safe, and be kind in all you do, including but not limited to, for everyone's sake, everyone else and your own sake, please get your shot when it comes around your way, all right? Everybody stay healthy. Everybody remember, listen to the healthcare professionals, wear your mask, and just spread love wherever you go. I'm Comic Auzi, and I will see you all next time.
I'm
Bye,
Flaming
everybody.
Snowflake Productions.
And she will be invisible.
Sure.
Goodbye, everybody.
Link me in the description.
Goodbye.
Bye.